to work today.
Ask Mimi your question.
Mm-hmm.
It was not great.
So now whatever you have, everyone at work has.
I mean, I sat in the office with somebody who was apparently just as sick as me. So either I'm gonna double down on my sickness, or we're fine.
Any pressure in your face?
Yes, let's do that.
Are you coughing?
Yes.
Is anything coming out?
Yes.
Any color?
Green.
Oh yeah, you have a sinus infection probably. Or
Hell
the
yeah.
flu. Either or, you should go to the doctor.
I'm not going to a doctor.
Then you can die.
Said completely platonically.
Night on Princess Mimi.
Oh, listen.
MD.
Hey,
Listen, you didn't have to deal with her. You didn't have to deal with her this week.
Why is that so bad?
Because I was sick and she was hounding me.
Well, at least you
Oh.
have somebody to hound you.
I can hound anybody if
She
you
was very
ask me
sweet
to.
about it, though.
All right,
Oh, my
you're
lord.
gonna be my emergency contact from now on.
That's fine.
Jesus. All right, where were we?
Princess Mimi. She's just some girl I play D&D with.
I'm gonna get a call.
I'm gonna need you to drive up to Missouri.
Excuse me?
Avarice,
Do we
there's the
have
map you
anyone
guys are on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Thank you.
Um,
Oh, so hi again. I missed
Is
you.
that the map link that we need?
Nick.
What?
If you don't want to go open it up in your map window, then yes, you need that.
I literally have been staring at my images and maps folder full of a bajillion different
You
things.
want to? Hey, I'll tell y'all a quick shortcut to get to the map we're on. Open up your character sheet, and on the right-hand side where it's got your token of your picture, click it.
No.
Whoa.
I see.
Oh wait, you're not supposed to see that guy.
Hit Control
the rain
Alt
has gone.
F4. That works.
Oh, I forgot everyone was new to the internet today.
Yeah, it's New the Internet Day.
I was today years old.
So what is that token floating off the side of the boat that's not an enemy?
It's a new year.
It's a
The
hazard.
hazard?
Is
I-
that what that? Oh, that is a hazard. It's. I don't
No,
think
so
I have
that's-
a way to zoom in.
I think it is zoomed.
Oh, wait.
No,
Do I have a
you
way?
can zoom in.
With what?
It's
And it's,
That's
hold on.
scroll.
Hold
the
on.
mouse.
Hold on. Now, if you say the words "scroll wheel," I will leave.
Scroll wheel.
Scroll wheel.
All right, that's it. Wow. See ya. Good.
Peace.
See you
Later.
next week, guys.
Hang on.
Does he not have one?
Not everybody has a scroll wheel in their mouth.
What's the shortcut otherwise? Is it like control and drag?
Hold on. I got this.
Oh, right.
You're talking about to scroll the map? In or out?
If he wants to zoom in, but he's using a trackball.
I'm using a trackball.
Does your trackball have a scroll wheel?
Yep.
Where?
You have a
what's the map
FedEx
called
water
again?
bot. Wait a minute, that's not even Fantasy Grounds.
No, this is from like 2 years ago.
Oh,
I don't know if we're gonna be able to play this upcoming weekend.
and on that down note,
That all depends on. I mean, we probably could, but I don't know how good Wi-Fi will be.
okay.
Lovely.
Well, I was crap last week, so it's all right. We can still make it work.
What's the map called again?
It should be the last thing that showed up in chat.
Or, like I told you, if you open up your character sheet,
Hey, shut up! I didn't ask you.
Meanwhile, you're not able to talk today.
just consider it like medical advice you like to give without being asked.
I don't need D&D advice.
The only reason I'm able to talk today is because I'm using an old phone that I dug up that still has the mic working, whereas my new one kind of busted.
Technology.
Yep, I have to go get myself a new phone. It got busted by
Did you just hack something?
Pentagon.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the benefit of some metallurgists who were asleep below decks last week, last session you guys made it to the shoals after spending an inordinate amount of time examining this crazy statue. Also, Will got very up close and personal with a blind dwarf.
Very. I would say that we've taken
Almost
a new step.
disturbingly so.
Yeah, we've taken a new step in our relationship.
Regardless, you then sailed in, you made it to the shoals, and the crew all worked together to help navigate through 2 of the 3 tighter passages with some clever water walking and rope attachments. I think my favorite of last week was the combination of Lucky floating like a kite behind the ship and then keel hauling himself. Which brought us to here, where you guys looked like you were on the home stretch, and lo and behold, a whole bunch of hooks shot up out of the water, and a bunch of these Sahagin came crawling up the ropes, to include one of their larger friends, who just issued a command that had half of the ropes on one side of the ship all pull in unison, and the whole ship rocked to the side. Most of you just fell prone.
It was unfair. I didn't see it coming at all.
We'll put in a note that, next time.
I'm gonna write him a very strongly worded letter.
I was the only person who didn't go prone, but that makes sense. Robots don't go prone.
Oh, and Will, he was in the crow's nest.
No, you weren't.
No,
You had
wasn't.
run down the mast in an awesome fashion and
I
then
am
dove
now.
with your swords out. No, you're not. You're on the deck.
No, I started in the crow's nest, and then I ended up on the deck.
You haven't fallen prone, but it's not because of what you said. There we go.
Oh, okay.
And that brings us... Oh god, it's my turn already. Crap.
To Sagua. How's that pronounced? Sahagwin Baron.
Who... It would always help if I read these things before I'm trying to use them, wouldn't it? Today's combat music is brought to you not by Two Steps from Hell.
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, can we hear from our sponsor, Squarespace?
That's at the break.
Okay.
What a
Oh, yeah,
joke.
speaking of sponsors, let's inflate Bradley's numbers. Hang on.
Oh, are we live? Hi, Internet.
Shit, where's Twitch? There it is.
Yeah,
When
you
did
gotta-
you bring us online?
You gotta switch between Two Steps from Hell and Audio Machine.
9.
Oh, I gotta say, Bradley, I love the ship. I love the ship in the bottom left corner. I love the ship you put there. Is that your background?
For my background, yeah.
Nice. Good touch.
So... Our Baron friend is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Move around 2, 3, 4.
Yes, I can see everything
Here?
Bradley sees.
It is the same
Actually.
thing you should be seeing.
Is.
Hold up.
Oh, hey, Mr. Baron. He
Yep.
didn't like that I killed his buddy, did he?
So he's going to make a multi-attack at you and Tony here. Which, so I don't actually cheat. Why is it? Okay.
Thank you for the follow.
Woo! Numbers going up. I'm about to kill your follower.
Yep.
Okay. So here we go. I remember how to play this.
We're gonna help
He's
you go
not
pro, yeah.
targeting him. He's going to make a bite attack at will.
How? The hell, he bites me for 23?
No, that was a hit. That was to hit.
I know.
Bro.
No, you still rolled a 23?
Yes, you guys are growing up. And does a bit of damage. It's not like life-threatening right now. And then swings both of his claws, once at you, but that's a miss. And then once at Tony, which is a solid hit for 14 damage. That was a
Ow.
intense slash across your arm there, which you still managed to hold concentration on Bless though, so props.
Nice.
Oh, that's because he got. Are you prone?
I am prone. Fuck.
No, you're not.
Nice.
I'm not?
No,
I'm
he would have
so-
gotten advantage on that attack, but you're not prone.
Hella.
You rolled well.
It's because Tony's thighs.
She
So
doesn't miss
big.
leg day.
Sawhorse stance. I believe. Yeah, none of us are bonuses. So, Tony, it's your turn.
Oh, fuck. So I'm not prone, right?
Correct. You don't have to spend any movement to get up.
Okay.
Not like movement matters right this second.
Man, I'm gonna need you to not click anything on my computer.
Can you guys hear me well enough?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So what the which am I gonna do? So it was this Baron dude that hit me, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I need you to not. Oh wait, no, that's on Marcy. Never mind, that's a different.
He just stands there idly, flailing all four of his arms while she looks through her books.
Yes. What do I want to do? Today?
Man, I wish this wasn't turn-based.
RTS, bitches!
Can you imagine trying to play a tabletop in quote-unquote real time? It's just a
Oh,
bunch
God.
of people yelling at each other.
It would basically just be World of Warcraft with extra steps.
Everyone's just like running their little miniatures into each other. No, I'm going that way. No, ah! Wait a minute. Is that like halfway between tabletop and LARP?
Oh shit, I don't know. Yes?
Okay, well, since I'm McFailed, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, sweet. I was waiting for you to do that last time. Hold on. I got something for you.
For me.
Where are you gonna put it?
Right where I put my movement.
Alright, here is your Holy Scythe.
Nice. And is it my turn to roll damage for that?
So when you first cast it as a bonus action, it can
Yeah.
also attack and move? Or just
Okay.
attack?
Just attack for the first
I'll
round.
attack the thing.
Sure.
It's the
Do I need
second
to
round
roll?
that can't be on.
The roll is on the spell, I believe. There's like a melee attack roll on the spell.
Yeah,
That hits.
that hit.
What level did you cast it at?
2.
Okay.
You can't cast it high enough for it to get bonus dice. It'd be 4th level for the next bonus dice.
Oh, it's every 2 above.
Yeah,
Okay,
every-
that makes sense.
The spell
Cool. So yeah, you guys see her like reeling back from the hit she just took. This really angry look in her face, and turns a little to the side and just points like right there on the deck. And this flare of holy energy kind of bursts out of the wood, and then you see this scythe take shape and just like shrunk right into this thing's chest. You still have an action and movement.
No, I already took my action and I missed.
Oh, what did I miss?
I tried to do.
Oh,
like,
oh, you rolled a 1. I see.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Did you want to move?
Not really. I'll be fine.
Okay. In that case, what's this dude? 5. Is he the one that's already out of the... Yeah. So he's going to spend his turn getting up on deck.
You better get right back off the deck.
If he knows what's good for him. Oh, there's 2.
Everyone likes the deck, I guess.
Okay, so... Avarice, you're going to notice this before anybody else does.
Lucky me.
We got
Wait,
a guy
did I-
with special eyes, though.
Whoops, hold on.
My brand.
That was not that guy's turn. That was not that guy's turn.
My brand.
Sorry, retconning 1 turn here.
Oh my god!
Retcon.
Avarice, as you're still down on the lower deck of the ship there, you see the side of the boat start to splinter as the hands of a couple scaly fishmen who you had yet to see in person since you had been down here start to break through the planks in the side of the boat. So they haven't made it through yet, but they have. You can tell they're just hacking and clawing. So your intuition says that by next turn they'll probably have made a hole big enough to get in through.
Okay.
Now it's this guy's turn, and he climbs up onto the boat.
What an asshole.
Um, 6 here is going to...
He has to roll against my
There?
paralysis.
Oh, I should look at my effect. Hey! I think he wastes his turn and rolls at the end, right?
Yep.
Yes.
His entire turn is consumed as long as I succeed on the first. As long as he fails the first one, his next turn is consumed.
Okay, do I need to roll anything, or since that's coded in, should I just try to move to the next turn?
Yeah, if you move to next turn, it should.
Alright, we'll try it.
To say,
Nope.
you're not asking me. I don't know.
Nope.
If it doesn't, then just go back and roll a con save.
Alright.
Is it a con save?
It's wisdom.
It's a wisdom.
Yeah, forget that. That's one of those.
Cool. I'll roll con for a wisdom save.
Hell yeah, brother.
If they were rolling con against this, I probably wouldn't have bothered. I would have just gone for damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so... Oh, that rolled as a check. He rolled a 16. What does he need to beat?
It just says he needs to succeed on a saving throw. Let me.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
your spell DC?
I
He's
can
trying to
think
beat his
Hell-
paralysis.
Hell person is like the only wisdom save against paralysis move in the game.
Oh yeah, he's under hold person. It's at the end of his turn now. I'm trying to roll his save against it.
It should be wisdom or con. You just need a DC.
It's
Yeah,
wis-
so your spell DC... Blaskin, let me check. Your
Be on a
spellcasting...
spell.
Right, but
Otherwise,
nothing
Eight-
automatically triggered.
8 plus your stat mod plus your proficiency.
Oh, so he has to beat plus stat mod plus proficiency. Oh, so he has to beat plus 7.
So he has to beat a 15, he rolled a natural 16.
Oh, okay.
That little bitch.
He doesn't have a negative either.
You know what? No, I'm gonna save it. Never mind.
Wow!
Save it. But he still lost his turn.
Yeah, at least he still
Okay.
loses his turn. I'm not really losing too much.
And he's still prone, because he didn't get to move. It just finally shook off. So, previously, he'd been frozen in place, the ship got rocked, and he literally fell face first onto the deck. So, he's still got, like, face planted into the wood, but now you just start to see, like, the shoulders and the arms start to twitch a bit.
Yeah, Hold Person's a great spell.
Hold person is actually awesome, yeah.
Hold Person.
When I saw it was a wisdom saving throw against hold person, I was like, hell yeah, I want that.
Hold Person is a spell that allows you to get a guaranteed crit. That's all I care about.
When casting it in higher slots lets you paralyze more things too.
Yeah. Hold Person basically equals 3 crits for everybody who uses a melee weapon against that thing.
I actually tried to paralyze the Baron, but I failed.
Will, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's obvious what Will does.
Because it depends if the
He
Baron
turns
counts-
around.
Yep, turns around. All right, so let's see.
Kisses the big Baron.
Yes. All right, so the Baron is wounded, right?
He is. Yeah, you see some blood
Beautiful.
in minor places.
Which means that I get to use Colossus Slayer.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not how you kiss him.
It's what he calls his boop.
By the way, did we determine does Colossus Slayer apply to each attack, or does it only apply once per turn?
I'll
Should
look
be
at your
each
sheet
attack,
again.
but how's it worded?
Well, it says so basically it says when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes an extra 1d8 damage if it's below its hit point maximum. You can deal this extra damage only once per turn.
Okay, so that's
Then
once per.
it's-
So if you had attacked 5 times, you can only add that in once. On your
Okay.
turn.
And it's the
But
first,
you can do it each turn.
Okay, just want to be sure.
yeah, it's the first.
I think I might have done that wrong once, but
No worries.
we haven't really fought anything, so
Oh my god, you have a lot of items.
Nobody
yeah,
did-
I've got a really big inventory. All right. All right, that's one hit. So I will
Ooh, with
do-
Red Dawn.
with Red Dawn. My second hit. Well, technically, so I have multi-attack, or I get to attack twice. So I'll do 2 with Red Dawn. That's my second one.
Wait, okay. You got to be careful with rolling multiple attacks without damaging, because if you roll a crit, it's going to apply that to the next damage roll.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry. Let me.
But it's okay. Both of those were normal, so you can just roll damage twice.
Okay, I'll do 1, 2. That was shit.
Ouch.
All right. And then this is third attack.
You have your all fan.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh, you're enlarged, aren't you?
Nope.
And last but certainly not least,
Oh, I thought
Colossus
it was
Slayer.
more. Oh, that's not large.
You should have. Did you already? Were you saving that for your crit? Because that would double its die as well.
Double what? My
You use your Colossus Slayer on a critical attack. It doubles all dice that you roll, so that your Colossus Slayer would also be an extra D8.
So do I get to roll again then?
No,
Or what's the rule on
Okay.
that? Because that's technically not an attack roll.
I think it's a little cheaty if you can wait to see if you crit before you declare your Colossus
Yeah.
Slayer damage.
If it doesn't
Yeah.
say you have to, you declare it beforehand.
Yeah, I guess I mean I'll let Brandon decide, but I was just gonna say Colossus Slayer was just gonna be at the end of my turn no matter what. Like at the end of all my attacks, whether I got a crit or not.
How
Hmm.
like what
I'm
you do
happy
when you
with
can
the 4
smite,
damage.
You save it for those
if,
crits, and then you smite.
Well, yeah, the smite's something you choose.
Yeah, but paladins are fucking broken, so.
Whoa!
Wait, hang on. Wait, next character I'll show you a broken character.
Oh, I can make a broken character.
I'm
right.
waiting for Lucky to break bad here, dude.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's the end of my turn.
I'll make a divine soul.
That is Will's turn.
Actually,
It's
one that
Owl's turn.
They've labeled that. They've called the broken one. It's a hex blade swordlock, I think, with 3 levels in fighter to get champion, so you get the extended crit range. You go elf.
Oh,
you
man.
get the elven accuracy to get basically 3, and you set it up where you're basically rolling 320s, so you're going to be critting almost every turn.
Now, I will tell you one thing. A optimized Moonstalker is probably one of the scariest things ever.
Is it just me or does he sound far away?
Far away on
Well,
that.
it's from his phone, so I'm sure it's moving around him.
Okay.
Hey, Will, before we move on, I'm just checking something real quick.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
9. No, you're fine, Naz. It's a phone, so it does its thing. 20,
Oh my God.
29.
I should have done 29 damage, right?
During the flurry of slashes that you were dishing out with Red Dawn, you swear you saw the pommel spark. Just like a weird.
Like just spark. Like, did it spark off of something?
Like the pommel itself.
Oh, the pommel. Oh.
Just once.
Woo!
Okay, what's the owl doing?
The owl is.
Is it
going
still on
next.
Will's shoulder?
No, it's been flying around. Actually, who's going
Mhm.
next?
After the owl would be Flint.
Just curious. Well, actually, whoever attacks it next, the owl's going to be doing flyby attack and granting advantage to whoever attacks it next.
Say help action.
Yep.
Granting advantage to whoever attacks anything next?
No, whoever attacks the big guy.
Oh, okay, got it. Fair enough. Flint, you're on.
And it's only
So
for the
is that hazard no longer actually on the boat?
No, I had to move it because the tokens seemed to overlay the players, so it was hard to grab Blaskin.
The only sad thing about the help action is it's only for one attack, but it's helpful.
So the hazard is like
The hooks, right?
there-ish. It's the hook, the big barnacle-y hook is up on the railing there.
Okay. And which way did the boat get pulled? I assume to the right.
It actually no, it pulled to the left. Because if you're doing a quick scan, you can see, because you're up high, you can see 3 hooks on the right of the boat. That H is supposed to be a hazard, and 2 on the left.
Okay. I assume that one that's like not on the railing is supposed to be on the railing.
It just landed a bit further in.
Okay. Well, I think I'm prone. I am.
But you don't have to be.
Maybe I want to stay prone. You're not my dad.
He's gonna take a nap.
There's times when you're getting shot at by billion archers for being thrown back.
You got a crew member in front of you, you got Blaskin behind you. It's a good time to take a nap.
Yeah. We're all pretty safe. Well, I'm pretty
Yeah.
safe.
Just wear other people like armor.
All right. Is there anything I have to do special to make myself not prone?
It just takes half your movement to stand up. I can pull the effect off, or you can. In the combat tracker, if you hit the little foot icon with a wing on it,
Yes.
you'll see the different effects on you. If you double click the red dash, it'll remove that element. Unless you don't have that as a player.
I don't have that.
Oh, well then I'm gonna do this.
You move
Oh my
yourself.
god! So, what's it gonna take for me to remove this hazard?
What do you want to try?
How big are these things?
I'd say, I mean, they're kind of curved
Are
in
they, like,
bizarre.
I'd say, are they like slightly bigger than like your hand-sized hooks, or are they like arm-sized hooks?
So if you drew a circle around the prongs, it's about 1 foot in diameter.
I suppose you probably don't have a cutting weapon, do you?
No, but I can
Oh,
smack
okay.
it clean off the side if I.
Well,
you know,
I was gonna say, if you have a
Side
cutting
of
weapon, you just cut it both.
I left all my good cutting weapons back at home. It's just a tragic case of I left a lot of my good stuff at home.
Turns
I'm
out he
not
was like
broke,
a
I
brilliant
swear.
axe master, and he just left them all there because he wasn't expecting to leave.
He's an
Uh,
axe master.
If you have a survival pack or an adventurer's pack, you should have a knife. I don't know if that's a good idea.
You hear whatever you want to hear, Mimi.
She heard the ass master just like everyone else did.
I'm just trying to
Wait,
make a
just
point.
put a manhandle.
I'm just not gonna speak no more. I'll just shut up. No
Why would
one
you do that?
appreciates my humor.
Wow.
I'm laughing.
Don't give her hope.
Wow.
I already gave her a
Thank
glowing
you.
scythe.
That's true. That's pretty badass, though.
Anyway, all of that conversation aside, Flint, how are you approaching this problem?
I mean, I was trying to check to see what I started with as an acolyte. I don't remember what like kit I started with, but it's not in my inventory, so.
Well, there's a lot that's not in your inventory, but if I look at your background, other equipment. Nope, no blades.
Yeah.
holy symbol, prayer book, sticks of incense. You could make it smell a lot nicer.
Hell yeah. I'm going to try and smack this hook, like literally just smack it.
Like T-ball?
Yes.
Smack the bear.
Go ahead, roll an attack roll. Just in the chat window, since there's nothing to target.
So you going after?
The hook that's on the railing there. Holy... What effect grant advantage attack to Baron?
Yeah,
What?
for that was the flyby attack. So the next person that attacks him will have advantage.
Oh, but he wasn't attacking the Baron. You just still had the Baron targeted.
Yeah, but he's
Do
still
I have
putting
it
on the
targeted?
bear.
He's still gonna
Yeah.
have it regardless of who attacks it.
It's there for future reference, is what he said.
It's okay. Well, anyway, you might need to redo it then, because it wasn't supposed to be against the Baron.
I don't even. I swear I don't
It
have
wasn't.
it. Well, it
It's
doesn't
a
look like it's targeted.
on the bear.
It's not. The grant advantage versus the Baron was when I put the effect on it. Period. It sat there and you just didn't see it in chat. Now he made an attack. His attack had nothing to do with the granted advantage. It's a totally separate entry in the log.
Oh, okay. My bad. Now I understand what I'm looking at. Cool. You smacked the crap out of that thing. Roll damage.
Damage.
I mean, it's pretty easy to hit. It's just sitting there. But you really hit it.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna use my fucking what is it, great weapon fighting. Definitely.
Let me check this out.
Great weapon
Yeah.
fighting is
Oh,
awesome.
roll, though.
Oh, window. Come on. Why can't I see Flint anymore? Where'd he hide? Oh, it's over there. It's already open. Ah. Great weapon fighting.
It's kind of sadly one of those things you have to call before you roll, though.
Where is that?
It's the fighting style. It's literally the only one that I would even applies to me.
I think it's a great weapon
It's-
master.
Yeah, great weapon fighting is like a passive.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you said master. My
Here, let
bad.
me edit this to just be great weapon fighting,
Okay.
because you got to pick one.
Master,
Yeah.
though.
Because I like looking at them. I don't really think there's. I'm not using a shield, and I'm not a tanking type
You're not
jabroni.
tanky, Bill. You're damage.
That's fine. So roll 2d6s.
Yeah, I thought you had great.
Just do another damage roll.
Yeah, just do
or-
another damage roll. That's fine either way. We're just
Oh,
looking for numbers.
Numbers.
I'm real tired. I'm not used to being up at this time.
That's
Has it been that
slightly
long?
That's slightly better.
No worries. Ting!
Nice.
That
hit.
hazard flies off.
You're lucky you have that.
Fucking. I'm waiting for my turn to end, and then Brandon to go, and then it comes right back over the edge.
That's what's going to happen. You know that, right?
Which is your leg.
That's your leg. It just pulls you up.
I will say this much. Don't worry, the hook's not coming back. Where's the token I need? Damn it. I need to put it...
Thank you for
Nope,
correcting
nope,
that.
nope,
Tired.
nope. There we go.
Now, how did we get in this fight in the first place by now?
It reached up out of the ocean and slapped you in the face. That's how you got in this
Ah!
fight. Flint, when you stood up and removed the obstacle with much flair, as you turned back towards the boat, you catch sight of the captain crumpled in the corner where those stairs come down. A massive amount of blood coming out of the right side of her abdomen.
Which stair? Like the ones like.
The S
Oh, I see.
for Sarah.
Oh,
That's-
poor Captain.
I'm pretty sure it's literally gonna take me like 2 whole turns to get over there.
Because
Just
right
saying.
now you have to
I mean,
From your perspective, you finally pick that up.
I mean,
Because you're
do I
high
have
up.
movement left?
You have half your movement left.
All right, well, I'm gonna move to the stairs.
Yeah, forget you're a dwarf.
But it is hard to move a dwarf slower than their maximum movement speed.
Are you done?
Yeah.
A hook flies out nowhere.
You son of a bitch! I've been had!
First,
Wait.
it's your turn.
Do I have a bonus action left still?
Yeah, you didn't use it.
Excellent. I'm gonna ready a hella dank thunderous smite.
No.
Wait, what? Oh, is that the one that hangs around until you use it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good spot.
Hey, hold on one sec. There's some chaos going on outside the door.
Hella dank, you say?
BRB, guys.
Okay.
What's the difference between hella dank and dank?
You said beer back?
Yeah, he had to do something.
Well, the difference there is that one of them is hella dank, and the other one is just regular lame dank.
Yeah, I think I got that.
Oh, then you already understand.
So why the fuck are you asking me?
Yeah.
So how's everybody been doing?
I'm gonna go grab some summer sausage real quick.
No.
Hey, you want to know something that sounds crazy but's really damn good with summer sausage?
I can see that.
Summer clams.
Vanilla wafers.
What the fuck?
I shit you not, dude. It sounds ridiculous, but you heat up some summer sausage like in the microwave, and then make like a little sandwich. Just get you a little vanilla wafer and the summer sausage. That shit is awesome.
I've got done eating filet mignon today, so I've been happy.
I'm still recovering over here, so I'm just gonna take some time to myself to reflect.
So paladins always have lay on hands available
Yes,
to them?
they do.
Okay.
Lay on hands, you got a pull
Right, I'm
that's
back.
5 times your level of healing for a long rest.
All right, Mr. Metallurge, what are you doing?
Oh, you're back?
Yep.
Obviously, I'm strong myself. And simply say, oh, you bloody blighters. And I'll pull out Tim and say, can you handle the other?
All right, Tim. Does it
will-
cost an action to free him?
You said it's a bonus action. It doesn't
Okay,
really
bonus
cost
action.
It doesn't cost an action at all, but we home rolled it to be a bonus action because reasons. And
Sure. Smack.
and I'm gonna use haste on myself.
Cast haste on yourself?
Yep.
Okay, so bonus action, Tim springs out. God, I've been in there forever. Where have you been?
The
Oh, look, fishmen.
I say so myself. Go over there. Remove sound for me, please. I don't want to moon slide over there.
Oh, that's weird. I don't see the effect of haste.
Just like nuke the haste.
It's not applying to you.
Well, maybe.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe I didn't click up like an idiot.
That makes much more sense. All right. Clang, 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 clang.
Yes, we yeah.
So
Anyway.
if I'm doing the math right, that's it, right?
Oh no, I got hasted action now.
Do you get an entire other? Oh,
Hey. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make it back with Booming Blade. Okay, let's roll my weapon. Why did it roll with the band? Oh, because I double clicked. I'm a dumbass.
No, if you're attacking the big guy,
No, he's attacking
The hack-
Sahagin 1.
Oh, because I'm targeting myself still. That's why it rolled twice.
Oh, good, you hit yourself.
twice.
Tragic.
No, the second one hit the Sahagin. He had 2 targets.
Yeah, it still showed. So let's roll the weapon damage. And actually, I'm gonna go with Green Flame Blade because I simply forgot I had that.
So
I'm gonna roll the damage for this second one, and the second one's going to take the bouncing damage.
it's part of the action used to cast this spell. Hold up. That means you're casting. Oh no, it's a cantrip.
And it's based off an attack roll. And that's to the other.
Right. I was double checking the whole. You're casting 2 spells in 1 turn thing, but.
Yeah, no, it's a cantrip.
So how did that hit both? Man, I really need to read this spell.
Green Flame Blade, if you hit
Okay, I'm
one,
back.
there's a creature within 5 feet, the flame bounces.
Did I miss anything?
Okay, but it says the second creature just takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, but then at 5th level,
Level.
Oh. Wow.
other creature takes 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Note to self: don't let him reach 11th level. Okay. The 2 of the crew members that are still at the other corner of the room catch this going on and see you in a blur of action just kind of clang over to the side of the boat there and just stab through one of the holes that's being made, and then this gout of green flame just kind of reaches along the side of the boat. And doesn't catch the boat on fire.
Whew! Luckily, their laxers floating. That will be my.
Yes. It's quite a turn. Blaskin, what's going on?
I'm gonna cast everybody's favorite spell, Hold Person.
Yep.
He just wants to hold somebody.
Gotta keep
I'm gonna do exactly what I did my turn before this and cast it on the Baron. And you know what? I'm just gonna dick on the same guy that I already had paralyzed.
Make sure you have them both targeted.
Yeah. How do I do that again?
Control click on their icons or them in the combat tracker, either way. There you go. I see both of them in your targets.
Cool. They have to both make a willpower save against 15.
Yeah, your action will make them roll for it.
Oh, do I hit the dice then?
Do the cast, yes.
They're both paralyzed.
Oh, God. Die.
Nice. You know what? If he'd have saved, he was going to fail anyway.
Shit, man.
Where do you keep those written down?
I've got on my hotbar, I've got a little notepad that just says portent rolls.
Oh, so I can't see it.
Please hang on.
You can see it on the Twitch stream.
Man, I'm watching.
Hey, I marked it as
4
public,
monitors
so
right
if
now.
if you open your notes, it should say portent rolls, and you should be able to open it.
Open my notes? Oh, hey, I have notes.
I made
Oh,
it
that's
public,
cool.
so you should see it.
And that was my my last level 3 spell slot. So if you manage to escape it again, I can't just hose your whole crew again. I can't do it a 3rd time.
That's okay.
I am heavy duty support caster.
So you have your bonus and your movement.
I think I'm good, honestly. Can anybody think of something I should be doing here?
Give me a pat on the back.
You're too far away. Oh, I guess I could use my movement and give you a pat on the back, but I don't think I'm going to do that.
You just cast a spell, correct?
Yes.
Unless you need to get more advantageous positioning, you just hold.
No, I'm pretty far away from all the enemies. I'm feeling pretty... And the 2 enemies that are close to me can't move. I'm feeling pretty good right where I'm at.
Abilities, inventory notes. Ooh, you're tall.
So, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just checking something here. It's where it's a party sheet. That's where it is. Blah.
I can't help that hold person is awesome.
It's incredible.
Blaskin, with your passive roll, you also see your captain crumple in the corner.
She'll be okay. I don't actually Blaskin's starting to panic. That's basically his mom. His really shitty mom.
I'm glad.
And here you guys.
Oh,
I heard
sorry.
really, really glad.
I said I'm really, really glad we're doing this by milestone because I have been really annoyed striking against me recently.
Dude, regular experience I feel like is just not good.
It's really annoying.
Are you trying to track it?
No, I'm just in other campaigns.
Oh.
I've gotten so annoyed with it that I'm sick of it. Whenever I DM something, it's not again. It's not gonna be that. I'm still DMing right now, but I'm DMing a campaign I made the mistake of not doing milestones, and I'm regretting it.
You can always just switch over.
I might talk to the players and be like, "Hey, can I switch over to milestones?" Just getting it away.
So the crewman up in front of you, Blaskin, draws a bead on this other guy that you had paralyzed by the other hook. And
Oh, he's within 5 feet.
gets a solid hit.
Also, paralyzed means that anyone who attacks those guys has advantage too.
Yeah, he got
If you've
advantage.
got the deal
Okay.
on it,
It
it'll
auto does
automatically
that.
do that.
Okay, cool.
He's got.
Oh no,
double
wait,
advantage.
he did a ranged attack though. He had disadvantage. He still hit him.
Oh yeah, they cancel each other out.
Hold up. Fucking 6. He's only showing prone. He should be paralyzed, as should the Baron, right?
I don't know if they're prone, but they're.
He may have not done
paralyzed.
the effect. If you target them and beside your spell, there'll be look like a little person, like walking or something. Click that and it'll apply the effect to both of them. Okay, yeah, you still haven't targeted. Just go to your actions page, and at the very bottom it has mode and display. If you have it on combat, and then actions, then it'll show all the little buttons out to the side.
Man, who else looking forward to Unity? Jeez.
I need to catch up on what they're changing.
It's going to be basically the same, mostly Fog of War, better behind-the-scenes stuff with loading. So, like,
Hopefully-
Nick's maps would load, actually.
Hopefully better map for spells.
There will be more, but they're trying to get it to where everything's compatible and there's not a big, like, GUI change starting out.
Yeah, because I'm really annoyed with how they do a lot of spells to where the effects just flat out don't work like Sanctuary.
Hey, I just applied it for you. No worries. Okay, so ship crewman there. Yep, is good.
He's unconscious as fuck.
That guy's unconscious.
He's taking a nap.
Oh, he's a little closer to dead. Three is going to. 1, 2, 3. He's going to run over next to you, Avarist, and try and attack through the hole that's being formed here at the other one. Nope.
No!
Nope. Nope. Nope.
He
Automatic.
stabs the wood and it doesn't even go through the wood.
And crewman number 4 is just gonna kind of stay in the back.
Coward!
Where the... What the...
Oh, I probably... too late now, but next combat I'll have to remember the roll initiative for Tim.
bloop, bloop.
We'll
Oh,
leave
yeah.
that, bro.
It's Tim's turn.
Well, luckily, since he's small, the way he is, he can share the space with the crew member. He's gonna go share the space and attack this fuck.
So, what does hold person look like to everybody else?
Oh,
They just lock up.
Yeah, they're locked up as fuck.
Is it like super obvious?
Pretty much.
Like,
No.
I mean, there's a
obvious.
lack of natural like fluid motion, like breathing.
like
Everything's
like frozen in the stance they were in when they got hit by it.
like when you go to Vegas and there's that guy who's painted himself completely silver and just doesn't move for an hour at a time.
Ah, nice.
It's like that, but without the silver.
Oh, even better.
And that's his turn.
Tim flies in, zips right like under the legs of the guy that's trying to help, and you just hear, "No, more like this."
Or like this.
Lucky, you're up.
Sprays blood onto the fucking dude.
I'm gonna hold action to cast a spell when my owl swoops in.
Okay. Are you gonna try to get up?
Well, yeah, half my movement to stand up.
Just checking.
I would.
I don't know. Are
be
any
sure,
of them
dude.
using ranged weapons?
Some of them have like they've thrown spears. Yeah.
They threw hooks.
I say if any of them are looking at me with spears in their hands like they're going to throw, I'll just stay laying down because then they'll have disadvantage.
There's only 3 on the deck right now.
Okay.
And two of them can't move.
Yeah, one's paralyzed paralyzed prone. One's across from the mast, and then there's Baron.
You know what a neat thing you could do to paralyze people, even if you're ranged? You could walk up and get in melee and cast your range spell. Yeah, sure, you lose the
Actually,
advantage.
you know what I'm going to do? Instead of doing that, instead of holding, because he's paralyzed.
Yeah. You can
So
freak-
what is your... He gets a chance. Does he get a chance to break whole person each round?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What's the save? Wisdom?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I walk up to him, and, well, you don't have to move me because I'm going to walk right back to where I was. And I can touch him without rolling, correct? Because he's just standing there?
Just continue.
Casting Bestow Curse and making his wisdom saves at disadvantage.
You don't have to roll for Bestow Curse anyhow.
I like to imagine that
Able
look,
to
like
attack.
to everybody else, like he was just like, "Do I want to get up? Not really."
Yeah.
Mm.
It basically really could set that attack roll.
And then Lucky got up, slapped the big dude on the leg, and then walked back to the fucking stairs.
Here you go, big guy.
Yeah, I like to think he laid back down right where he was.
Isn't there
He's just screaming out, "Does anybody have any spears?"
isn't there a save for Bestow Curse?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm reading it.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Yes, there's a wisdom save. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought so.
You can still go up and slap him on the leg.
The thing is, I'll roll it. If he succeeds, he's going to fail anyway.
So
Wait,
he
hang on. I'd already
succeeds.
put it on him. You need to let me remove that real quick because it already
Oh,
magically
jeez.
because it already had the curse on him.
Yeah, it was pretty
Oh man,
sure.
he succeeded even with disadvantage.
Did it? We'll say I screwed up. However you want me to play it. Do you want me to re-roll it or just take the one he had?
Both his rolls would have beaten it, so you would burn a portent if you wanted to make him
Okay,
fail.
that's fine. He rolled a 9.
Yep, that's not enough.
Fail, you bitch.
Yep, he's cursed.
That is definitely lower than 15.
No.
Brandon's over here making notes like, can't use humanoid bosses now. Thanks, guys.
Yep. I guess we're fighting fucking elementals and fucking gods from
Don't
now
worry.
on.
I've-
You'll get more later.
He's just gonna
I've-
give guys with the whole person immune pants. Like, I don't understand.
If he gives him that, then you have to understand we're all going to be wearing hold person immune pants now. Now he can't use hold person.
We need
every enemy with a ring of free movement.
and then somehow we're gonna invent conventional weapons and just start nuking everything.
You'll put ring of free movement on every.
We get to the end of the campaign. You stand before a demigod. I press the red button.
Press the red button.
We are all sons of bitches now.
Yeah.
Lucky, is that the rest of your turn?
I got my 25 kill streak.
Sorry, thought I clicked the button.
It's okay. See, the problem, guys, is I've already been taking notes and reading material that our wizard here has been sending me. So
Oh no.
you watch the Baron's eyes just start to burn this otherworldly red, and the steam starts coming off of his shoulders in his frozen position. And then one of the charms that's like tight around his like forearm flashes with the same red and then just like dissipates, like, and you see him gain his movement back.
But that takes his whole turn.
But it takes his whole turn.
Unfortunately, it can only burn off one effect. In a rage, you just hear him shout, and some space around you, Blaskin, starts to warp.
Oh, he's a caster.
No,
Oh,
he's just an asshole.
Fucking nerd.
the special snowflake bear.
Wait, how is he a caster? How do they have books underwater? Wouldn't the pages disintegrate?
It's on kelp.
Oh.
You mean
What do they use for ink?
blood?
Ink.
So he had some
What?
charm that broke one of the things on him.
He burned one effect off, so he's still cursed. He burned off the hold person, and can't do that again.
All right.
I'm just trying to put something
What
in the tracker, and I
material-
can't.
What material are you getting that,
Google.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, what have you been reading? I feel like maybe I should start reading some of the same stuff.
All right, I'm gonna figure
My
out.
strategy has just been throw dudes, and when that doesn't work, throw more dudes.
Beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Exactly. Oh, you
Have
guys
you tried
killed.
using cactuses?
That's like, oh, you guys killed the 10 motherfuckers I gave you this first time.
Oh, he
All
only
right.
got 2. All right.
Here's
that's
20
good.
motherfuckers. Oh, you guys killed 20 motherfuckers? Alright, here's 80 motherfuckers.
No. Here's 80 motherfucker.
I mean, if I keep throwing people at you, you'll die eventually.
I mean, that's pretty
Some
much how DMing works.
Steam elemental, annoying flying gnat goblins
Yeah.
burst into space around you, Blaskin.
Oh no!
What?
Gnat goblin.
And I believe that took.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, he's gonna hold position there. Tony.
I'm gonna yell at Tony. Or actually, I'm gonna really.
That's gonna help.
I'm gonna literally yell at everybody in front of me, since I probably don't notice two fairies burst into space behind me. I'm gonna try and get everybody to notice the slightly wounded Captain Ling on the side of the ship.
Slightly
Thanks for
wounded
reminding
what?
me.
Yeah, good job there, thanks.
Oops.
Thanks.
Wait, who's slightly wounded?
Cap.
What, Flint? What do you shout?
Oi.
So with everything going on, you hear, "Oi."
That's literally all you.
He's panicking a little bit.
How long does bless last for?
I think you've got it for up to 10 rounds.
Oh my god. Give me just
It's a
1 sec.
minute.
You can drop a concentration spell if you think there's something better to do.
No, it's okay. I was just looking at the options.
Your concentration spell allowed me to roll a 31 versus AC.
You're welcome.
Jesus. Yeah, that blast freaking boosted the hell out of that. Also, I'm really disappointed I didn't get to roll more bugs.
My problem
So
is
the dice are liking you guys tonight.
I'm pretty gishy. I need to actually get my dex mod up because my to hit is horrible with my.
Ugh.
I
Wow.
seriously
Just
don't
as you were telling us how much the dice like us.
Nick, I
don't
just found
jinx
your public one-shot notes.
My what?
The notes you took for the one-shot, you made them public. Now
Oh,
that I'm
shit,
looking
yeah,
in the
yeah,
notes category. Indikar Elspeth. Rob him.
I didn't take a lot of notes because that was pretty. It was a pretty straightforward one shot.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I just cast the damage for my spiritual weapon, or do I have to
Getting attacked.
roll and then?
Yeah, you still have to roll the hit, which still hits. Cool. So it's still finding purchase, busting up his armor, scratching across him. So that was
Somehow, everybody else is actually
Oh,
cutting out of the swords, and he gets mad at me for just a little bit of paralysis.
You tried inflict wounds again,
Yeah.
Okay.
Missed again.
so you're moving back.
Yeah.
Okay. As you move out of his range, he's gonna try and attack at you once.
So dumb.
Oh wait, what does he have? That's
Attack of opportunity.
hold on.
Strong.
Is it reach 5? Oh no, it's not saying he has 10-foot range. It just says he was targeting you. I'm like, why does it show 10 feet? Yeah, so he's just gonna bite. Yeah,
I mean, technically, if he's a caster, his range is probably like over 100, right?
he's not a warcaster. He can't do an attack of opportunity with a spell.
Okay. I'm just saying.
He does manage to catch you as you try to get out of his space for another 8 damage, but you still maintain concentration.
Whoa, you're moving too much stuff now. I'm gonna need you to get off of here. Please.
Whoa!
Thank
Personal space,
you.
man.
It's her cat.
Yeah,
There you
but
go.
she also got slapped.
Oh, I thought she was talking about all the dice being rolled.
Yes. Also,
Yeah,
That would also make sense. Uh-oh. Avarice's phone died. On the
on
charger.
the charger.
Or there's a comma, and its phone died, now it's on charger.
Either way, big sad.
All right. Oh, these guys have our very best. They have Avarice and ship crew number 3. They are going to fail immensely because those are our
so-
2 best.
He's actually going to ignore you, Avarice. And
Rude.
both of them, on their turns, just continue to, break the wood around them with their weapons in, a rabid fury. And do manage to make a, humanoid-sized hole. Which means that while the first one... Oh, he's not hearing this anyway. The rest of you are.
We'll relay it when he gets back.
Hey guys, what I missed? They're breaking in!
Hujima!
You
can't
died. I don't know
move-
what to tell you.
You can't move through a enemy's space, right? It's just friendlies.
Not unless you have something like being a halfling and they're one size category larger than you. Friendlies you can move through as an extra 5 foot of movement. Enemies you cannot.
Gotcha. Well, they don't have the be a halfling feat, so Yeah, he used all of his action to make sure that they could get into the ship. So
Be a hoe. Be a high-paying hoe.
there's this one. Oh, he's going to use 1, 2, 3, 4 feet of movement to go into the hold, or 4 spaces of movement, I should say, and attack ship crew 4 here. And he gets 2 attacks. So he bites badly, and he attacks with a spear well. Doesn't kill the guy, but does manage to pierce like straight through his shoulder or other non-vitals.
Ship crew 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you who all these guys were later.
Wait, which of them took my money? Because I want that back.
Oh, he died.
Yes.
He's the one that got grabbed by the hook and pulled overboard immediately.
Ah,
And then
shit. There
we
goes my money.
deliberated the physics of would he hit the water and like get squished or would he go in?
Oh yeah, did he still have that thing cast on him?
Yeah.
Well, if he was dead though, technically, I don't know. I guess I don't know how the spell is. Yeah, we're gonna have to debate that later.
Oh, this guy's prone and paralyzed. So that's the end of
Just
his
how I
turn.
like my enemies.
So what was it again? Wisdom save.
Yeah.
So his wisdom roll.
Prone and paralyzed is exactly how I like my enemies to be.
Here we go. There's the button. 15.
That actually, he has to beat 15. Does that count? I'm pretty
If
sure.
the DC is
person-
15, that's what he has to roll.
Okay, he gets out then.
Haha.
Yeah.
He's beaten it 2
I thought I
times.
charged my phone. I'm sorry about that. I thought I charged my phone.
No worries, Av. Have
I'm
you
interested to
heard
see-
anything we've been saying?
He didn't have the stream open.
Oh no, wait,
Uh,
haste is a 3rd level spell, isn't it?
Yes.
Shite. That was gonna be my next move, was to cast haste on myself.
Damn those
But I'm out
limited
of-
spell slots.
Yeah, I'm out of 3rd spell slots.
None,
Az,
of
have you been following it all?
none of you can complain. I'm a warlock.
Az,
Well,
get closer to the whatever's recording you.
oh, okay. Sorry.
Have you been able to hear what's going on?
No.
Okay, so the turn just recently, the 2 guys that are trying to bust through the wall spent their entire turns in a fervor just breaking the wall and ignoring you guys. So now there is a humanoid-sized hole in front of you, but they can't move through.
Okay.
And then another one came down the stairs. Wait a minute. Is he that? Oh no, that's just red because he's an enemy. And started attacking one of the crewmen behind you. So where the hell is 6? 6 broke his paralysis. Good deal. And is gonna spend half his. Oh wait, no, that was the end of his turn. Never mind.
Yep, he has to spend the whole turn.
Steam Memphis or Method? Am I right?
Method.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he does.
I'm not.
3,
Oh, their death rep
6,
sucks.
7, 8. And 1, 2, 3. So this guy pops out of the water and starts climbing the rope and is going to get about here. He's still on the rope off the side of the boat. Whoa, hold on. I'm reading some of this stuff right now and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
What have you done?
Oh no, they're just fun when they die. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I said their death level is
They explode.
We run and we explode.
Explode!
You're not.
I'm gonna blow up!
Happy Souls is still the best Dark Souls video out there.
Yes, yes, it is.
Like,
Everybody loves some happy.
it's true. Happy Souls is just really good. How can you not find joy in that video?
Also, crap guys in DD.
This first one is going to attack you with its claws.
Eh.
Blaskin, no. Oh wait, no, he's
Very
the
poorly.
cook. Blaskin,
So it
yes.
just kind of scratches at you. Doesn't really do anything though. Gets this kind of angry look on his face.
So we're
And
like
it's gonna
mad sad.
Stay there. The second one is just going to kind of blur in place.
Blaskin, you should attack them by shoving apple pie into their mouths.
And
mean-
then
I guess I could.
is going to fly. What's the fly speed? 30? 1, 2, 3. And he's effectively right above you, Lucky. That's all I can do. Will.
Yay.
I like the background music.
So
Yeah, it keeps kind of shifting, doesn't it?
what,
The Moonlight Sonata.
am I able to wear that where I saw that sparking on the pommel? Am I able to like use a bonus action to like fidget with that to see if there's like something like is something like is my pommel broken? Like I want to like I don't know if it's a bonus action or whatever, but I want to like
You've carried this blade for a while. Roll an insight check.
insight skill.
I'm giving this to you as a free roll.
Okay. And do you care tower or not? You know,
Whatever you
actually
wanna do.
surprise me.
It seems weird, but it was like so quick and random. You haven't quite been able to place like where that. There's a lot going on around you, and this is very small in relation to everything else.
But the sword is not broken. Like
Oh no, it feels
pommel.
solid. I mean, it
Okay,
works
good.
exactly how you expect it to.
Then I'm gonna kill. Well, not with that one.
No.
Or that
No.
one. Fuck.
Come on, man. You
I'm
got
sorry, did
blast
you
and
say
everything.
the words, I'm going to kill?
There we go. I had to open my big mouth. Alright, so I hit with Whispering Knight.
Yes.
I do 6. And then I also...
And then another D8.
Yep, where's Colossus? There it is. Oh, only 2.
And then whap him with your Colossus Slayer.
The big PP.
Oh my.
10 was still big.
Yes. Yeah, so you, like, he blocks both attacks initially, just, like, knocks them away. He's still kind of seething with this rage that helped burn off, his inability to move. And then you do find opportunity, like, as he's blocked both of them and is looking, all, inflated in his own ego, and you're like,
Excellent. I have him exactly where I want him. Owl attack.
I will do the help action again.
What's the owl doing?
Help action. It's swooping down and like just right in its face, trying to distract it, basically to grant advantage to the next attack.
In whose face?
Awesome. Which means it comes back to Flint.
I'm gonna attack this hazard.
Wait, hang on, real quick. Who's the owl attacking?
The owl is
boss.
harrying the big one.
Oh, so
Okay.
has anyone actually
He's
taken advantage? Have we used advantage? Because both Tony and I have attacked the boss.
No,
ahead of
he
us.
just replaced that.
Oh,
Oh,
he just replaced. Yeah, I was gonna say both Tony and I attacked, and neither of us used advantage.
With the beginning of the round, it's done.
oh. So it's still
So-
working as intended.
So it will work. So will it only work for either Flint, Avarice, Blaskin, or Tim, since they're after?
Well, I recoded it to be one round, so it should at the beginning of the round. We'll see if it takes it off then or at the beginning of its turn. Because technically,
Okay.
one round would be at the beginning of its turn, or beginning of the owl's turn.
Okay. So that means that Tony wouldn't have gotten advantage when she made her attack.
No, because it was already used.
It was already used.
Somebody used it last round. This is the second time I've applied it, so it's only the second
Okay.
time it's been in use.
Got it.
I had to wait for the owl's turn again.
Oh, I bet the spiritual weapon used it.
Did it?
It
Maybe.
goes on Tony's turn.
Did she get to roll an advantage?
We'll automatically do it.
Oh, you're rolling against the other hook?
Yes.
That is a solid hit. Roll damage, sir.
Yeah.
Oh man, you put Thunderous Smite on yourself and then attacked the hook.
Hell yeah. I'm a real man.
Oh my god,
Will,
you're an ape, dude.
I want the
Will-
sound of my rage to crash across this ship.
you hadn't noticed anything going on behind you because you have this big guy in front of you. All of a sudden, this massive, thunderous, just like you feel the shockwave blow into your back, and if you turn around, the entire railing for the next 5 feet is gone and is flying off over the reef, along with a hook going sploosh. Nice.
Could he use that on the Baron?
And man, if only he was in slapping distance.
You haven't moved yet.
I know, but somebody needs to deal with these hazards. Apparently, dudes are just going to keep climbing up on them if we don't deal with them.
I feel like we should probably kill the boss, and they'll probably just retreat.
I disagree.
When you show
Hey,
them his
Mr.
head,
Baron,
yeah.
sir, would you please wait for just a sec? Me and my team need to discuss how best to get rid of you and your minions.
No, okay, go ahead. It's fine. I did the same thing before I jumped up here.
You done past your turn.
It's only fair.
Let's,
Are
let's
you
take like
moving
a
or
5-minute
bonusing?
break.
I'm moving.
Tell you what, you want some coffee? We might still have some pie.
Am I able to move this far, or do I need to
Yeah,
get
I'm-
on a protractor or something?
No, I'm double checking something. Yeah, you can. Although you're kind of halfway through the grid there.
Excellent. I'm going to.
Beatbox.
Hell yeah, brother.
What's the H?
Another hazard. I
Okay.
accidentally. You know what? I just solved that now before
I'm
anybody
going
else
to
gets
it now.
I'm like sideways H. What the hell?
I'm
It's
gonna
an
do it.
eye with really long top and bottom.
Well, I know it's an H because I'm the one who flipped it. Is the S the captain, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, if I roll back up, no, you didn't see her yet. You're pretty focused.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I didn't see her. I got this big old fish dude in front of me.
Is that the end of your turn, Flint Wintermite?
It sure is.
Avarist,
Oh, my turn.
your turn, sir.
Oh, so they got-
Although, if someone was standing there, it'd be more like, my turn.
Oh, shut up.
Kill.
I mean,
kill,
I
kill.
guess when my turn comes up, I could go for another hold person, but
You have
Jesus
disadvantage on
Lord.
that save.
yeah, I'd still have advantage. He's still cursed. I mean,
You.
or he'd have disadvantage, or
Hey, you know what they say? If it doesn't work the first time, or the second time,
well, I mean, if Brandon gave him another charm, I would just rage quit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, now you're just cheating.
He had
actually,
one.
he went to go get another charm during the 5-minute break.
He's like, oh shit, he's just gonna do it again.
He's like, fuck, it's a good thing I have more of these charms.
You guys don't understand, like, the first couple, like, big fights that I designed for these guys, because I'm fairly new at this, and like, yeah, these guys are gonna be awesome. They locked them down completely, and they did nothing.
Yeah, I threw Earth and Grasp and just held the dude the whole fight. He
Do you
kept
think
failing.
that? Do you think that maybe rappers know that, and that's why they wear so much jewelry? Do you think there's like maybe they got like some charms on all that jewelry?
Ever since Tupac, man, they're just carrying enchanted items.
Oh,
Yes, so, while you guys have been talking, down below decks, Avarist skewered the first one trying to climb through, and the fire blast coming off of his blade torched the second guy, and both just fell as parts back into the water.
yep. I run over there.
And then they turn
Hold
into necromorphs.
Yeah, nope. Okay, so...
Whee!
And then you clomp across the lower deck,
And with my hasted
moving around some cargo, I should say. I didn't put any of the cargo on the map.
With my hasted
It
action,
smells like dank weed smoke.
I miss.
Awesome. Great use of haste.
Like I was
Great use of haste. You heard it here, folks.
hey, still giving me AC.
Any bonuses? Or, yeah, bonus actions.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, shit.
Too late. Blasted!
On back up, huh?
Never mind.
What else do you have
get-
that isn't hold person?
Entangle.
Caress person.
Yeah.
Entangle.
Yeah,
Earthbind. Do you have
Struggle
Scott? Do you
snuggle.
have stuff that doesn't keep people in one place? No.
Look, he has abandonment issues, guys.
I literally do have Entangle, Earthbind, and Hold Person. I am like the ultimate you don't get to run from me character.
When he gets higher level, he'll have struggle snuggle.
Is that how you manage to feed the ship?
What?
No, Mr. Whale, don't go away.
How can I entangle something in the water? It has to grow vines. I'm probably just gonna turn in Primal Savagery on this Steam guy.
Ooh, sweet. What's that?
If I hit, I get a plus. I get 2d10 damage. Acid.
It's basically Druid Claws.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it with my head. I'm gonna
He's
bite
gonna
him.
do a
Actually,
fat long rip on this thing.
Or you can make it a bite.
I'm gonna make it a bite because I think that's funnier with a robot.
Go
Okay.
for it. Wait, you're still targeting the Baron and the other Swagan.
I actually, how do I take that off?
Untarget them?
Oh, I just click them again.
Yep.
Okay, targeting method. Primal
You got it.
Savagery.
That is a hit, sir.
Nice. He gets 2d10. Do I just roll? I grab
It
the
should
d10.
be, yeah, the damage block. Yeah,
This
you can
is the
just...
d10. And I right click
And it-
and I do the thing.
Blessed are we.
Dang, perfect average. Go me.
Which didn't actually hit him, but that's okay. I'll do the math. So is that on top of your actual melee damage? Or you do that instead of a melee
I
attack?
believe that is the damage.
What are you using?
Oh, yeah, you
That's the
cause
damn
your teeth or
flesh
fingernails to
stuff.
sharpen.
It's a cantrip.
It's your melee spell attack. Okay, so...
Yeah, melee spell. Yep.
Yeah, you
I
guys...
like to think that when I go in to bite him, it's actually like one huge tooth in a triangle shape. That's what comes to my mind, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't think yeah.
your eyes kind of start to glow and get like the weird green electricity that flows out to the like horizontally, and then like as you open your jaw, this massive like cyclops fang.
Wait, can I flavor it a little bit as it unhinges like a snake?
Yeah, sure.
Like it's way too huge and kind of disturbing.
I love it. Yeah, and you just like reach up with your full height and bite into this thing with like pure acid damage. You just hear it squeal like. But we didn't
Should
roll the
go,
damage on it. So he has a. Good heavens, that hurt.
It's a British steam elemental.
Here we go. There we go. Now he's damaged.
It's a British steam elemental. I love that.
It's a pikey steam elemental.
Unfortunately,
How did I hit?
my only single target spell, because I have not played it. I've ever played a druid before. Is Primal Savagery.
Primal Savagery is a good one.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just
Okay.
the Eldritch Blast of druids.
Bonuses or movement?
Yeah, more like the shock grasp of Druid.
Sure.
Hmm.
Bonus and movement. If I move away, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna stand right where I'm at.
Because he hurt so much last time.
Hey, he didn't. He
He
tried.
didn't hit you. He didn't do any damage to you.
But that's
Okay.
that's not an excuse to give him an opportunity to get a 20.
Okay. And that guy's... Ship Crew 1 has finally seen the captain and is dropping his weapon and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is running down. Tony, you just see one of the two elves, or half elves, that were so enamored with the magic shows, just running full tilt, nothing in his hands anymore, like blowing right past you. Just that one's still.
I guess if I want to flavor Primal Savagery like a snake bite, could I theoretically just also flavor it like I'm injecting acid into him?
I mean, sure.
Isn't that more of a spider thing?
It's a snake
Acid?
thing too.
You don't know what he's seen.
I mean, it's just like
still
I
does
think
the same
it
acid
fits
damage.
the druid stuff.
Should
Yeah,
be more
it fits as a
creepy.
druid.
Isn't like your hand morphs into a snake? You look like one of the UNT, like abomination.
Yeah.
Yanti abominations.
Whichever one that has the snake
fought-
hands.
I fought some of the Yanti abominations last week.
Ship Crew 3. Where's Ship Crew 3?
I
Oh, he's
fought
right there. That thing died.
Abomination that had the fastened stat block tacked onto it. Ow.
This one's impressed as hell that a magical talking sword flew through his legs and did more damage than he did, so he's running up to the top deck. Ship Crew 4 is going to turn around, saying ow, just like that, and attack back at number 5. And how well does he do? Nope, he sucks.
Nope, he sucks.
Tim's turn.
Okay.
Oh god, I hate that I like.
Tim,
I
fix
picked
these
such
holes,
a
goddammit.
thin token. I can't target him.
Sorry. Let me actually get his shit pulled up.
You have control over both, right?
Yeah.
Good.
They're
You just hear, I hope. Oh, not a crit.
but that's damage.
Eh.
Still work.
Oh, I just moved on. I wasn't even thinking about it. I assume he was done.
Yeah, he's done. You don't have to
Okay.
economy.
Lucky.
I'm gonna give him a feat later that gives him bonus action economy.
Let's see.
I'm just waiting for the rank 7 fireball that destroys the whole ship.
How far above is the method?
He's within striking range of you. He used his movement to get so that he could melee attack you. So he's 5 feet up.
Well, good thing I'm only like 3 foot, so I'm out of range.
5 feet from you.
Let's see.
Although I would give you, if you cast like shrink on yourself, he would be out of range.
I can't do that right now. Which one is the? Actually, I'm going to disengage.
You can do that?
He has an action.
Oh, as an action. Yep.
As
Okay.
a full
Sorry,
action?
I was thinking the rogue thingy. Yeah, you're fine. And
He knows what's up.
yep.
I wasn't through doing it. Then you
Oh, sorry.
still.
Everyone
tracking
everyone
stuff
gets
out.
all mad at me for not doing it.
Okay. I'm done.
Right. Baron's turn. He is going to lash out around him in a frenzy.
That sounds
Will?
unfair of him.
He's going to hit you. Well, he's going to try to hit you. Tony's out of range.
Don't hit me too hard, please. Ouch.
That's one. He like snared or flails his neck around and comes in sideways at your arm and takes a sizable chunk from one of your sword swinging arms.
Ow.
And then swings his trident in a larger arc, missing you. Damn, and missing Lucky. A lot! Well, that's the end of that turn. Tony!
Did he not hit his own hazard? What a loser.
Shit.
Yeah, that already did remove the effect. So, Will, if you want to take advantage of the owl's action, you could like hold your action until you see the owl duck in, then you can attack.
Okay.
But he can... How does that affect his multi-attack? I don't think he can get all three as his held action.
You
Right.
hold and take your action. I mean, double check. His action
'Cause
is
you're-
the attack action, which is multi-attack.
But your Whispering Knight offhand, that's a bonus, isn't it, Will?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
now, offhand is a
Whispering Hand.
bonus action.
Yeah, so
Okay.
basically what I'm doing is Red Dawn is in my right hand, so I use my multi-attack with my right hand.
Mm-hmm.
And
Got
then
it.
my offhand is Whispering Knight.
Okay.
So I would need to use it with my primary weapon, is that what you're saying? Or what's
If you wanted to hold action until the owl flew in to harry the target, you could only hold your two main attacks.
Okay, so but I could hold. Okay, I get it. And the owl goes right after me, so I could basically hold. Or you're saying I could make an offhand attack and then hold my main action.
I'm just imagining that this entire conversation is like coming down from on high.
Just let Tony
So
go.
basically,
Before you get there, I'll tell you what you can do.
Okay.
You said you wanted to use a
Tony gonna
potion, Tony? You can... Okay. Usually, if you're taking a potion for yourself, you can do that as a bonus, but if you also wanted to use your spiritual weapon, that would be the bonus slot. So I guess you could trade either or.
Hey, we rolled against
No.
that D.
Calm down. Taking a potion you have is a bonus. Giving a potion to someone else is an action.
Okay, you guys screwed me over in the other campaign. You said I couldn't do it as a bonus action for myself.
Different DM.
Fair enough.
Sure.
Alright, fair enough. I reserve the right to be salty.
Salt Steward.
Saltiness aside.
Salt has been noted.
And dismissed.
Oh my god, can
Let
y'all
her go.
shut the fuck up? Jesus Christ. I can't get a word out with one of y'all saying something. I want to take the goddamn potion of healing.
Uh-huh.
Like, and then I'll just do my bonus action with my thing.
There, I added some
So-
to chat.
2d4?
Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 9 hit points back.
Cool.
So, there you go.
Thank you. And then
I'm gonna dock you a potion of healing here.
nice.
Oh, snap! That, like, cuts deep into this guy. Like, you catch him as he's turning around from the swing that he's made at Will and Lucky, and it just, like, carves into his back. Like, you hear some things snap.
Ouch.
That one's dead. Goodbye. That one's dead. Goodbye. That one's going to Yeah, is he still targeting him? Yep. So... Damn. You guys, the dice like you tonight. I'm just saying.
Oh
Jesus
man,
Christ.
I had a boss
because
fight in
of
my
how sexy
Exalted
we are.
campaign.
I'd like to point out the dice like the ship crew, not necessarily us.
What do
When
you
I was
mean?
doing
What's
a
the
boss
difference?
fight in my Exalted campaign, the boss literally never rolled high enough to hit anyone the whole fight. I kept giving him more dice as he got weaker too, and it just didn't happen.
Hey, I've had an ancient dragon go a whole fight without getting a single attack off.
Mine was a third circle demon the size of a mountain, and he hit no one. No one!
I had a
All right.
dragon that even through all his legendary resistances, the ancient dragon got crowd controlled every turn and not got a single turn. You fight 3 legendary resistances, not a single turn.
Is that the one running?
Yes, the one running across the deck just took a serious like claw swipe into his rib cage.
What a
You just
ding
hear
dong.
Bleh.
Okay, now I'll see how you would want to word or run this, Brandon. According to Crawford, bonus action has to be taken on your turn, therefore it can't use ready with the bonus action. However, if his action is to ready to attack, on his turn he could use his bonus action to attack with his offhand, which wouldn't have get the advantage. But then when the owl swoops by, then he uses his reaction to use the attack action. So he still could get all his attacks in, just at different turns, basically.
I'm okay with it.
I don't see why that wouldn't work.
I will say that if you want to declare you're holding an action, you need to make it clear I'm holding my attack action with the offhand bonus.
Well, it's technically it's a ready action. It's an if-then statement. You have to say what you're going to do when the condition is met, and that is you use your
But
your
that's
action.
not at the time it's met. That's when you're declaring that you're on your turn. You're going to hold to do something else.
You're readying, basically, you're ready to attack. He's going to ready to attack the boss, but he can still use his movement and his bonus on his turn. He's just not taking his action until a condition is met.
Gotcha.
And if the condition doesn't meet it, then he wastes his action.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
could screw him over and like not have the
Cast a
owl
spell.
swoop in, and then he's just standing there.
If you hold an action to cast a spell, you use the slot, and if it doesn't get cast, then well, you don't have the spell slot anymore. Let her say.
Unless it's a cantrip, then you have to worry about it.
But yeah, well then you don't have to worry. That's why holding spells is a very good.
I forgot to delete the hook that you blasted off into the ether. There we go.
Yeah, if he wasted his
How
time-
dare you?
No, it's gone now. You're fine. Okay, he did his thing.
I'm about
Hold
to
on.
be double irate.
I got all distracted, y'all.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Bloop. Bloop. Shimmy, shimmy, spack.
Is that the sound they make as they walk across the deck?
As he lands on the deck.
Shimmy, shimmy, splack.
Oh, he's close enough to... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. He was on the rope. He was on the rope. So this guy comes up the rope opposite you, tries to bite at you, and hits your armor and breaks a tooth, and then swings his claw for... Whoa. What did you have on you?
Branding smite.
He had a smite.
Right, so the fish dude hits you with a pretty weak claw attack, and then... Oh, your concentration failed. Oh, so you lost. Got it.
Yep.
Wasn't expecting that and distracted.
I mean, I went from like literally nobody standing next to me to suddenly I have 3 or 4 more dudes standing next to me.
Technically 2.
I mean,
Well,
Lucky
plus-
spent
plus
his turn
Lucky.
walking. Yeah, Lucky spent his
Lucky's
turn
a dude.
walking over me.
I guess Lucky counts.
This one's going to attack you again, Blaskin. Actually, he's going to use the Steam Breath.
He's gonna blow hot kisses in your direction.
I accept them.
Damn. All right, so you managed to save.
That's like half damage, I think.
Yeah. 2.
Okay,
Oh, I
so-
guess I still rolled a 1d8. So let's see what this does. Does it have it?
Yeah,
Yes, half. That's cool. So it just exhales this like creepy cone of really intense hot steam, like right out of its nasty elongated goblin face. And you're just too quick. You kind of, well, that's shit. So you move out of the way and just get scalded, like, you know, on some twigs.
I'm gonna look at him and say, my mouth attack was better.
Wow.
Oh, damn it.
Yes.
Damn it, I have to give you XP for that.
You gave him
second
an
one.
You gave him an inspiration for that?
No, I gave him XP for that.
Oh. We're doing. Oh, whatever.
But I'm
I
DMing.
learned to stop questions.
But I'm DMing. No, fuck you, Brandon. These are the rules.
No, I said I
Sneaky,
learned to
sneaky. Oh,
I-
that's a hit.
I learned to stop
That's
questions.
a 20 at will.
So Will, this annoying like mosquito from hell, flies down behind you while you're intensely battling the massive fish man, and sinks some claws into like your upper shoulder like trap area, and you just feel this intense like horrible burn sensation as this thing just kind of claws into your skin.
Ow.
Ow.
Will is so reserved. It's your turn, Will.
Yep. Go.
Fucking
Hawk.
hell. Alright.
Oh, he should have had advantage because you were flanked. Whatever.
Oh, we're doing advantage.
What happened to all my teammates? All my teammates
I thought we were
disappeared.
doing the +2. Are you going straight advantage?
Oh, yeah, I misspoke. That's fine.
Okay,
Good
so
to know
anyways.
good to know we're doing rolls.
So would I be flanking the Baron with Lucky?
It is a large.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you've got Lucky right next to Flint, and they're 2-1 against the other beneficial enemy. So I'm gonna give you flanking there.
Okay, which is +2.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can click
I'm
the
at-
head in the lower left.
I'm at +2. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go for I'm gonna try and hit this motherfucker.
Go for it.
I'm playing with another DM who's doing the advantage flanking. I might.
God damn.
Come on, Will, harder!
Wait. No, I still had I added plus.
Automatic miss.
It doesn't matter if you hit +50. A 1 is a miss.
Well, and your bless was a 1 too. It's like
Oh,
no.
Second attack.
It's a great to hit a dog.
There we go. Red Dawn. Alright, and then Whispering Night.
Good shit.
Hey, and he's dying, so I don't even get to do extra damage against him.
Will, you swing both weapons towards the towering fish creature that's been causing all kinds of heck and doing significant damage to some of your party members. Both blades come across, he kind of deflects the first swing that comes in from your right hand, and you immediately turn it like over his arm and stab back in towards his torso, and you just feel it sink, and you hear something crunch as the blade goes even deeper, and then your left hand comes over and catches him straight through the neck with Whispering Night, and you pull both out flat back towards you. You get kind of gory in the process. But he immediately just kind of can't even vocalize anything because he tore his neck out and falls prone in front of you.
Yay!
Big guy's gone. Now we got a lot of little guys.
I feel like it's not going to take very long for us to kill a bunch of little guys.
So I'm still next to the steam method. I would like to move. No, I don't want to move. This is good. I'll just turn and face the steam method now, and my turn is over.
Hey, Al.
Owl's turn.
Yeah,
Is Bradley back?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry.
It's Owl's turn. Is Owl still just harrying the dead
no,
guy?
That dude's dead, so
I killed him.
Owl's not going to do anything. He's just going to fly up and sit on the the sail for the moment.
Flint.
I'm gonna run over to the captain.
Both the fishmen you run past try to attack you, and you just swing past both of them. Neither lands.
As I run
Oops.
away from them,
Kick her overboard.
oops!
I'm just there.
Did I
There you
do
go.
that?
And suddenly the druid joins the other team. Suddenly, hold person is cast on you, and all the slogans have advantage.
All right, you've made it to the captain.
Great you.
I'm gonna reach down to her wounds and lay on hands.
How much do you have available?
Literally all of it.
Really
Which
laying those
is
hands down.
What
Five
is it?
times your
5
level?
times my yes.
25.
It's a mess. It looks like she wasn't as lucky as the other guy who got pulled completely over, and a hook came straight through the side of her torso and took it with it. You reach for the gore, effectively, and you feel the energy, like as had been practiced in the temple. It starts in your chest, it flows out to your shoulders, it flows down your arms, and as it hits your hands, you panic for a second because it doesn't feel like it went anywhere. It's like it hit a wall. And you start to tense and you flex and you just like, come on, there's got to be some... And then you finally feel it all just flash out, and you see the pool of blood around her stop growing, and then creeps in just a little bit, and you start to see some of the jagged tears in the flesh start to mend themselves back centimeter by centimeter. The wound gets smaller. It's not gone by any means, but it gets smaller, and you see the like gray pallor of her skin just start to come a little bit back to pale.
Is she conscious at all?
As the color comes back into her skin, you see this very weak breath taken, They're shallow, they're ragged, they're on the edge, but she failed 2 death saves, guys.
Wow.
You literally came over here as fast as I fucking could. There's a giant dude in the way.
I
It's
started hitting
okay.
that
I
way,
killed
too.
him. It's okay. We took care of him. He's dead.
For the purposes of the rest of combat, you rout them. They don't seem to flee when the Baron is taken down, but they're intent. Like they start dashing towards the staircases, the ones that can still move. They're like scrambling through the deck.
God, I hope they come to me. I hope they do.
Avarist, the one that you were still in front of, is just like trying to get between you two. And when you turn around, like after you've hacked him down, the statue is sitting center of the cargo hold. And it's in line with the hole that the others drilled into the side of the boat. It's kind of surmised among the crew and people's different experiences of how these things were acting. You guys were in the way of something they were after.
Okay.
I would like to rocket one of these things off the side of the ship again.
Oh yeah, totally.
Sweet.
I'm gonna bite down on that steam method again, and it's just gonna be another. Yeah, has anybody here seen Hellsing Ultimate? Whenever Alucard bites into people's necks.
Yes.
Oh, unfortunately, Blaskin, when you bite through it again, you crunch
like
through its
fucking profile.
head, but
It's fiery steam. Great, let's roll this damage.
it where's the thing? I didn't
Yeah.
see it. It explodes in your mouth
Nice.
Like a gusher.
for
10 out of 10.
Fruit by the foot.
8 damage.
Wow, he did more in death than he ever did in life.
You need to spend a little while kind of mending the like jaw area of
How
your
does that even
skull.
work when I'm made of wood and metal?
Isn't it? It's
It
isn't it like
What is he burning?
it was a steam method, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just got like completely scalded. All the flesh is like bright red, and
Yeah, but no, I'm made
He's
of
not
wood
got
and metal.
flesh.
oh crap!
The wood was damaged and the metal is glowing hot. Like
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
It's warped the wood around your jaw.
I imagine you like do some regrowth with your druid talents to just kind of mend the wood back to where it was.
Cool. I cast Goodberry and shove them all in my mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, you clear the ship of the rest of the fish dudes. Knock the rest of the hooks off the ship. Somebody's going to spend a little time mending the annoying hole in the side of the boat because the
That's
waves
probably
occasionally lap up through.
I actually
but it's-
have mending, so that's
Good thing
actually gonna be
I
what I
didn't
do.
make that one.
And you're part of the crew anyway, so that's
Yeah,
something.
We never really specified what my job on the actual crew is, so I just assumed that I just use my druid powers for odds and ends around the ship.
Pretty much.
But not cooking, right?
Unless they're eating good berries. I didn't learn to spell bad berries, jeez.
But as you guys continue to sail away, Bartholomew comes from the fray. He had been fighting down below decks. And takes stock of everything, immediately kind of panics when he sees the captain, but notices that you're already there, kind of focusing on the wounds. Avarice jumps across 80 feet of open ocean from the lower deck to the upper deck. In an awesome slow-mo effect.
He activates his jetpack and jumps out of the hole on the side of the ship.
Just to get up on the upper deck.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally have jetpacks on this. Totally.
He Iron Man's it. They're coming out of his hands and feet.
He made it in a cave with a box of scraps.
As you're tending to, and you hear Bartholomew call, "Able-bodied men, someone get the medikit!" And someone comes running with some additional bandages that you can just like cover, staunch some bleeding, things like that. You also, Tony, you see him like scan the deck, and then when he pings you, he just gives like the knife hand point, and he's like, "If you got anything to add, I seen you work."
I go over there.
I mean, I actually can cast Good Berry and heal, 10 hit points? Yeah,
Sure,
10, up to 10 berries appear in your hand and are infused with magic for the duration. A creature can use its action to eat one berry. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point. The berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
I just imagine you walk up on an unconscious person and start shoving berries into their face.
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing you do with healing potion.
Yeah, kinda.
I could just see in his constructing nature, he's like, "Science says they'll be digested faster if I..."
I was actually kind of
I
thinking that when I said shove them into her mouth, because it's like way too hard. And then somebody's like, "Why are you doing it like that?" It's like, what? I see you guys do it all the time.
Is this not how you ingest your food?
Yeah, as far as I know, this is exactly how it goes. But I imagine a cleric's healing is better than mine.
You're casting what? Sorry.
Mass healing word.
Mass healing
I
word.
don't know. I think druids get
Third
almost
level
every healing
spell.
spell clerics do. They just don't have the features.
Avarice, shut up. Tony's trying to heal somebody. Unless you can't hear her, in which case turn your speakers up.
I can't hear her.
You could actually turn everyone else down and then turn her. Oh no, that wouldn't really work.
That math.
Well, okay. This mass healing word can target a bunch of people.
Well, I mean, I
All
look
the
at
people.
everyone else's damage and like everyone else looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
Except for that one dude who got hit. I think the guy died too.
Wait, you... Oh, no. What you have... You didn't cast any 3rd level spells. Yeah, you're fine.
So do I need to like roll?
I think you just roll the healing amount.
Okay. Am I
which is-
targeting her? I'm not sure.
Mass your wounded.
No, she doesn't have a target on the combat tracker. You can just roll a d4.
She said mass cure wounds.
No, she said mass healing word.
Oh, healing word.
So who's she targeting?
Up to 6 creatures of your choice. So the captain plus...
I
5
have a
others.
boo-boo.
Who has boo-boos?
With your sense, you see Will has the biggest boo-boos. You
Lucky
have
doesn't
one.
have any. You don't
Flint
need to,
is hurt, and
you don't need
Blaskin
to
is
target-
hurt.
Yeah, you don't need to target Lucky. Lucky's fine. Lucky hasn't been hit at all.
You really don't need to target me either. I actually can just cast Good Berry and heal
Yeah,
everything
Scott
on
will
me.
actually just eat his fucking berries.
And I didn't get hit.
I grew these out of myself, and now I'll eat them.
You know what? Now that you say it like that, that's exactly what happens. I didn't think about it at all like that until you said it, and now that is literally what happens.
own berries.
So you should untarget Lucky, target yourself.
Yeah.
I was to say don't forget to target yourself. And I mean, you might
Don't
as well.
ranger splain.
I'm just saying.
I just saw the rolling one on a divination check.
Thanks for the heal.
Woo! Oh wow, it rolled differently for everybody.
Did it really?
Oh no, it didn't. Never mind. I just
Yeah.
can't read.
Why did Flint get half the health?
Oh, why did... That's why... Okay, that's what threw me off. It says heal 3 to Flint, because that's the way it already got into max.
Yeah.
Okay, so that hits... she just mutters a quick incantation, and you see
Is
like
it
the
only one?
kind of glowing heal flash across a bunch of people around her. The captain being one of them, and her breath starts to slow a little more. She kind of comes to consciousness in front of you, Flint. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Oh, I was trying to die there.
You didn't save my life, you ruined my death.
Turns out you were lucky for something.
Yeah, I'll hold out my
They say my name?
hand to hoist it.
She'll take it and she'll try to move a little bit and then go, no, I'm gonna stay right here. That's fine. That's fine.
I'll look around and I'll look back down and be like, that looks pretty comfortable about now. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is just a weekend. It's fine. I'll sleep it off. You fucking Healy man. You see her slowly kind of with her right hand, like checking some pockets on her coat. And then eventually she manages to get like inside the coat to an inner pocket. And she, with her left hand, grabs one of yours and turns it over so it's palm up. And she firmly places the coin that she had flipped for you the other night in your hand. And then, you know, with like an intensity. And just kind of stares at your palms for a second, and then I think I used it up. So maybe it's your turn. And then weakly kind of lets go and leaves the coin in your palm.
I'll kneel down and be like, oh, this doesn't seem right. It's couldn't take it now. Not like this.
Not like this. And then he falls over dead.
You hate to see it, folks.
No, I'm serious. You earned that. It was, yeah. I'd rather it go with you.
He'll nod and put it in his pocket and put, his hands around hers and gently pat it. Get up and try and go help out with some work. Maybe repair some holes or broken stuff that he didn't break at all.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Help her out.
Because she's probably going to want that coin back if that much shit I maybe definitely didn't break. It wasn't me. Happened in the attack. Could have happened anyway.
She'll take the help, Tony, if you want to just kind of slowly crutch her back to her quarters. Appreciate having at least one sound mind on the ship.
Wow.
Glad y'all were here. Wasn't expecting a crew. I don't think we would have made it if you guys hadn't been aboard.
Well, let's put it behind us and just get yourself fixed up, get the ship fixed up, and continue our way.
Does this kind of thing usually happen?
Not like this. It's the second time someone said that, isn't it?
Wasn't there the first time.
Where'd you go?
Well, Lucky was doing his own thing.
To your point, little man. Gather up some whatever kind of help you want. Go down to my cargo hold and shove that fucking blight out the side of my ship. I'm not taking it another fathom further.
Head down there and get some people to help.
If they're gonna bring it up on top of the deck, I wanna break it open.
Here, there's a hole in this side. We just push it out that hole.
It's the open bay on the side of the boat.
The new bay window that they have recently installed.
If you go down there and mention that you'd like to provide some percussive assistance, folks will kind of slide it up to the side, then kind of stand back and like motion, like golf swing.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I mean, if he wasn't gonna break it open, I was. So
Oh, like you want to like open it?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, I
Smash
thought
it.
you were trying to just smash it out the side of the ship.
Well, I mean,
Well, smash it. and
That's
then
part
throw
two,
it.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, listen, well, I know it makes sense. If they wanted the statue, let's give them the statue, but let's bust it up into a million pieces.
So when you swing down onto it, you actually crack away a fair amount of the exterior, and what you see is like some gold leaf and then like this lead casting that breaks away. Who all is present for this?
Lucky was
Will.
going to do it to begin with. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Blaskin is definitely there as well because he's got a personal stake in this because they attacked his boat family
I
home.
probably wouldn't be there.
they got their greasy gills all up in his boat.
so when you first
Hold up, is Sahagin edible?
No.
That'd probably be nasty.
No.
Probably.
You
I'm gonna
sick
butcher the
fuck.
Baron.
Honestly, whatever loot the Baron is carrying is probably more edible than the Baron is. At least when you're.
Well,
through
it will
with
be
them.
when I'm done with it, but
Yeah, I was gonna say.
was anybody looting the Baron?
Will did.
Roll me an investigation check, Will.
Ah, yes. Investigation.
His highest stat.
My +0 stat. I can tell that it's a fish and it's dead.
Well, you're not trying to learn more about the Baron. You're rooting through him, making sure you've discovered all the various nooks and crannies of this.
Okay. Yes, more scales that peel away.
So he had another bracelet on him. This was not the same as the first one. It looks like it was spoils from a previous ship at some point. It's got a diamond and a ruby set into it.
Oh.
Do the standard
Is
spend 10 minutes to detect magic.
It's not magic. How much do you learn about gems when you... oh, no, it's just detect magic.
It tells
Yeah.
me everything about a gem.
Yeah. Is this the fire gem or is this the water gem?
I have stone cunning.
So you recognize that diamond would sell for about 320 gold, and the ruby's worth about 150.
I think since we definitely killed him, we should take this, pawn it off, and then split it between the party.
The crew is not arguing. Flim, the half-elf, is recuperating down below decks. The guy who won the pot the other day is at the bottom of the ocean. Rasputin has not left his crow's nest the entire time.
Probably
Oh.
smells pretty bad up there.
And who was it? The guy that was on deck unconscious, he actually made his... he got a critical save on his death save. So he...
So,
hit point.
so all the people I care about are
Are you telling
alive.
me Tony
Cool.
Oh, I
didn't see the unconscious man laying on the pool of his own blood?
There's a lot going on. Plus the captain was hurt.
No, I
Chain
mean,
of command.
like, when she did her power word heal.
Hey man, it's really late where Tony is.
Okay.
Yeah, Tony's tired.
I thought that just automatically that was like spare the dying. If you crit.
Oh, if you critical on that, it's an automatic 1 hit point.
Okay, well he didn't stand up because he was at 1 hit point.
He come to consciousness, saw what was going on. Was like, I'm just gonna lay here and pretend to be dead.
Nope, I'm still down.
Nope,
This
right
really
out.
hurts. But that was.
Heard the sound of the fucking elemental exploding in Blaskin's jaw. Just like.
I like to imagine. I like to imagine I give one like weak cough.
Oh,
Explodes in my
that
mouth
was
and I'm just
Jade.
like,
Jade didn't die, but only barely.
It was Jade.
That cough sounded so realistic.
So everyone important lived, just
Yep.
like a movie.
So got the bracelet from the Baron, and then after I got that, that's when I went downstairs to help push out help break the statue.
Gotcha. So as you guys are just beating the tar out of this printer from Office Space, these chunks are breaking off of it, and it's like a gold leaf exterior, and then it's like something was cast in lead, which several of you recognize as a good insulating material for magical items. And there is a very strong, like, evil, necrotic, draining presence coming off of the underlying structure. It's old, it's mottled, it's like an incredibly... As you break some of it apart before you start to damage the internal structure, you see like curled, clasped hands tight to a body, holding like a dagger pointed down. You see an incredibly long open jaw on a demonic face. It looks like whoever was asking for this item to be transported had basically concealed it as a counterfeit item from the New World, and were trying to get a hold of it back up in Castelog.
Let's break the shit out of it.
Now, would it do any good to try to identify it to find out what powers it has?
I want to know more about the shipment, as in
Who was it going to?
Who sent it, and where
where's
it was going.
Sure, I've got those notes.
So,
Sure, I've got
scribble,
those
scribble.
notes as he scribbles on
Will-
notes. Yeah,
We're going back, boys.
Will also
multiple.
feels justified now in his previous suspicions that he was not going crazy.
Flint, I'm using the scroll wheel.
You sick fuck. I had
like
to
as a-
buy an entirely different mouse just to do that.
As someone who also has also DM'd multiple games before, it's like I understand that sometimes you have to make up quote unquote notes on the spot.
No, I mean I wrote this down, like who it was coming from and who it was going to, and now I'm
Well-
like, okay, where is this?
I'm just saying,
I mean, that's
sometimes the
probably
players
something
ask
we should
a.
have asked, like, originally.
I think it was gone over
Yeah.
at one point, either last session or
Yeah.
the one before.
Yeah, I thought the
you guys-
quartermaster took care
Well,
Here we go. Here we
It
go.
wasn't really a big deal to us before, Garrett, because our boat hadn't been attacked. No one was at risk at the moment.
BRB, I'm AFK.
Dead
Gonna
fish
poop.
and
Yeah,
melancholy.
I've always had. I basically the only reason why I have an improv skill is because of DMing.
Nice.
So, you guys learned this last time, but if you bring the question to her again, she will weakly reiterate, because she has the notes in her desk. This was a late delivery to the ship. They were paid extra to get it up to Nisthay, since they were already headed that way, by a dealer back in Mayburn Port. Had the coin at hand, so when he didn't want to give his name, they're like, fine, we've taken shady shit before. But he said it was found in some ruins to the west of Ember Falls, which is a town that Will's familiar with, like far to the west of where you guys started. He needed it delivered to Nisthay to a Lady Braun. Bron. And she would be paying the same on delivery.
And how much was the payment?
They paid 1,000 to take it and 1,000 upon delivery.
Can we, for what we're breaking off, is it in like big chunks?
Should I roll a damage?
Well,
Basically, my thought process is this something that we could put the exterior back together, casting mending and different things to make it look like it's solid. Give them the empty thing, fill it with whatever inside to make it heavy, and basically get the money and give them no evil artifact.
Artifact. What did we? What's going on with the artifact?
Okay, I tell you what. Lucky, roll an initiative roll.
Initiative?
Yes, I just want to see if you're quick enough on trying to catch people before they just like let loose.
Probably not.
So
I mean, wouldn't
I
he
could get
just
it if
have
I
to?
need to. Well, no, I already used my 9. Never mind.
Wouldn't he
go
just
low.
have to beat mine because I'm the one beating the shit out of it?
Okay, then
Well,
roll. And you will
multiple
get a
people
4
are
if it's higher
adding,
than
but
me.
yeah, I tell you what. Roll an initiative roll as well, Flint.
Woo!
So wait, what's going on? Flint wants to break it.
No,
and-
Flint got a 4.
You were like, I swear I broke this into smaller pieces. It must have just been in my head.
The statue's messing with me again.
So you do have this notion, Lucky, quick enough to think, okay, we had this conversation before about who might be picking it up. We knew it was kind of shady. Now it looks really fucking shady. Let's fuck with them as well. And you kind of, with your stone shaping, or stone, what's the knowledge, Flint?
Stone cunning.
Yes, with your stone cunning, you're like, okay, hit it there. Give me a chisel, hit it there. Okay, now we can break the shit out of this internal piece, and then do some smithing.
Do any like demon gates open when we break the inner pieces?
Yeah, Demogorgon himself just comes right out.
So this one was a shell around. No.
Oh my god!
It's a Russian nesting demon.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me go through the monster manual one page
Got it.
after another.
I got a great prank idea. Let's put one of the dead Seguins in the box, seal it up, and then we'll deliver that.
No, we have a much better idea worth a lot more money.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
As you think about this brilliant idea before you voice it, you also remember that dead fish is probably going to be very rank by the time you get the box to port.
No, just gotta make it airtight.
Dead fish people.
So we're going to take the
airtight
Baron.
pine box.
We're going to take the Baron and stuff him inside the statue.
That's a lot of fish to put in that statue.
We don't have to have all the pieces.
Wait,
I'll
but didn't,
tenderize.
We're gonna cut him up into pieces and stuff him in
didn't,
Let's just do
well,
his head.
wait. Didn't Blaskin already butcher the Baron?
That's what I said I was gonna do. I
Yeah,
mean,
just take the head.
Roll a
I don't know.
survival
That depends.
check,
What am I
Blaskin.
doing? Am I giving good berries to people, mending the hole in the cargo, and mending the hole in the bottom, or am I butchering the Baron?
I'm not here to tell you what you're doing. You're here to tell me what you're trying
Probably
to do.
helping everybody else.
Oh my
first.
gosh. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be good berrying people then. I'm just gonna grow
Okay.
berries out of my body and feed them.
Got
And
it.
then he'll show up.
Blaskin burying people.
Have some
Blaskin
Mandingo
berries.
berries.
It's a brand name.
I grew these myself on my back.
Ironically, they're also the only thing he produces that tastes good.
Eat some from my back.
Okay. Yeah, you guys. It takes a little bit of cunning from Avarist and his smithing skills. The remending of a metal object as well with Flint's assistance. Lucky just for, dark humor. But you stuff enough, like you start to piece this back together, and Avarist uses a bit of heat metal to kind of help mend things, and then you have to do some.
Sure.
Somebody, whoever is trying to do the delicate work of like recovering all the breaks in like the nice gold leaf covering, give me like an assisted dexterity check. So who's going to be in charge of like making sure that's all good?
If Will is no longer needed here, he's gonna just go up topside.
Figure
Will,
that
we
would
got
be
it,
either
Will.
a dwarf or either of our dwarves would be the best at messing with that stuff.
It's totally Tim. I'm just kidding.
Tim just hammers himself against it. Ow! My head! Ow! Not what I signed up for. Well, hold on, Av. If you're helming it, let me just double check. Skill. I can't think. Yeah, I would just say do a dex check at advantage. Flint, you weren't much of a smith.
I was not, unfortunately.
Your dad was.
Yep.
There's Tony to help you with some guidance.
Hey, question.
Let me just have a really good dream again. Hold on.
Question. Can I ask you a question?
Who?
Could I replace the dex check with a smith check for 3 tools?
With oh, you have smithing tools. So what's that? You just add your
Add your int, and it's proficient.
No, I thought it was add your proficient bonus.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Smithing tools typically use intelligence for their check. It's up to you. I don't care.
I mean, just think the fiddly nature of what you're trying to do in this case.
Would be dex. Okay.
Yeah, but you can just add your proficiency bonus. So advantage on dex +3.
So I'm just gonna roll advantage with my attack roll because that would actually be equal.
Okay.
So it'd be a 13. So I have a +2 to my dex. So +3.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. It looks passable, and it's full of dead Fishman Baron.
I'm getting really tired. I'll hold on to the close like this.
So you guys delicately place it back in the box, close it up. The rest of the trip is fairly uneventful. If there's anything you guys wanted to have happen on the boat before you get back, or before you get to your destination, now's when you can throw it in. If there's anything anybody was going to try to do or find out.
Will would like to have Will would like to have Avarice look at his sword to make sure everything's still okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So I explained to Avarice when I was fighting the Baron. It was a very in the moment thing, but my pommel sparked, and I want to make sure that that the sword, because it's a significant sword to me, I want to make sure that, and it is an old sword as I've been told, so I want to make sure everything was up to snuff.
Okay, I'll look at it and I'll say, well, did you hit it against something?
I hit it against flesh.
But you said the pommel.
Yeah, the pommel. The pommel never touched anything, but it sparked.
He's gonna look at it, and I'm assuming he sees no damage whatsoever, because, duh.
No, what you see... actually, I think there's some notes in here on specifically what you might see. Flavor text that I spent too much time writing. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I need to update that. Because that's not what you wrote in your backstory.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Gasp.
So it's just a quality, light, balanced short sword. And at the end of the pommel, there's just a nicely polished, solid ruby in like a 6-pronged hold, with the pieces large enough that, you know, they aren't like, it isn't like a ring setting where if he swings the sword too hard, everything's just gonna ping. These are solid, like thumb-sized prongs around the ruby. It looks bright. It looks clean.
It just looks good. So what he'll say is, okay. So from looking at this, it looks perfectly fine. You might want to check with Lucky. That seems a little mystical in comparison.
Okay. Well, thank you, Everest.
No problem.
All right, I'll find Lucky then. Lucky.
Yeah, what's up?
Someone said your name.
A-
The only,
It
by
pops
the way,
up from behind the corner. Yeah.
yeah.
out of character, the reason why
Yeah.
I think it might be mystical is, well, there's no reason it should be sparking.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Everest recommended I have you check this just to be sure. I don't know if maybe I cursed my I don't know if I cursed my sword or something when I killed the Baron, but he says that my sword is fine, but I swear I saw the pommel spark. Would you take a look at it and see if I cursed it or something? 'Cause that would really
I
suck.
cursed it.
Yeah.
Did it happen
This
the
is
moment
that
you killed
curse
it?
I cursed you with, Kirsty?
No, it didn't. It happened when I hit him really good. It was when it was probably when I seriously wounded him, but it was before I finished him off.
I'll check it out for whatever Arcana or anything like that. Or
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe check.
Maybe I broke a charm or something. I don't know.
Oh, my filling came out. God damn it.
oof.
Yeah, this sword means a lot to me, so I would prefer it not be would not be cursed.
You focus in on the weapon. You feel drawn toward the end of it, and then you're just like, it's a nice shiny gem. That's fine. But nothing else really registers about the weapon.
By the way, Brandon, how many? Because this was something that I didn't determine. This is something you just said. How many spokes did you say were on the end of the, like thumb? You said they were thumb-sized points.
Yeah, well, it's like if you look at the setting of a gem in a ring, the little prongs that are there to hold it in place.
Mhm.
These are just much larger because this is expected to be, in a lot of active combat. So it's just they match the cut of the ruby itself.
Okay.
So there's 6 of them around it, but it's because that's where the flat faces would be on the facets.
Okay.
But no, it's not 8, and it's not 7.
Just want to be sure.
I'll explain to him whatever I need to. I'm dealing with a kid. I'll be right back.
Oh, sure,
Okay.
understand.
All right.
So yeah, you caught what I said, right?
Yeah. So it's fine.
Yeah, he's
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I don't think anything that he felt would have been mention worthy. It was just like,
Okay.
that's neat, but
Then I will clean it and I will sharpen it and I will take good care. I will do some equipment maintenance, and then I'll just meditate, and that'll be the rest of my trip.
Gotcha.
Avarice will simply spend time maintaining his equipment too.
It's what we're all calling it these days.
Shit.
Oh shush.
Sharpening the swords.
Just doing some equipment maintenance. It's all good. Don't come here, Mom!
By the way, I am starting to rapidly fade. I'm
That's okay.
gonna mount soon. Continue on.
I'm gonna make sure the captain's all right and
Do you
talk
mind
to her
if I
about this
bounce?
coin.
Oh shoot, I closed the wrong app. Hold on.
Hey.
Wait, where? Yes, it's if you gotta go. That's get some rest, dude.
Yeah. I start to fade around 3.
Oh yeah, it's 1 o'clock here. What do you know? I'll dig it back up, guys.
Yeah, night as.
Oh, good night, guys.
Have a good rest, sir.
Now the real
There
party
it
can begin.
is. Yay! The boat sounds are back.
Oh, how I missed them.
But yeah, the rest of the trip uneventful. At some points, when she's feeling a little more healed, thanks to some of the magics that were continuing to kind of linger, she'll call. Let's see. Lucky, Flint, and Tony to her quarters.
Yay!
And it's not the
That's
call that Lucky was
me!
hoping for.
What?
Oh, he's not back. He's dealing with a kid.
Goddamn children.
But she just kind of, thanks you guys again for all the help that you provided, and the fact that they were incredibly lucky to to have you guys randomly on board. Because if they had carried this cargo without you, the rest of the crew would have been quickly overwhelmed. And then she... Wait. Nope. Sorry. Getting messages here from other things.
That's not allowed.
She just kind of asks a bit, are you exactly familiar with where you're going? Have you been to the southern port before?
Is she asking me personally?
I mean, you're all there.
All of us.
Oh, okay.
Not exactly.
No, I've never been off. What was the name of the continent?
Will, you're not there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Will, you're not there.
You just said we're all there.
No, the
No.
3 that she called, and then
Oh,
Tony
I'm
asked
sorry.
who she was talking to, so I said everyone in the room.
I spaced out. My bad.
No, you didn't make a connection with her, unfortunately.
That's
You
fine.
spent too much time sulking in the cargo hold. Borman would love to hang out with you, though.
Hey, I'm hanging with Borman. Meditating.
Oh,
That was
like,
some
so-
fucked up shit, wasn't it, lad?
Oh, that was.
I walked
you're
out of the
telling
room
me.
and you guys were breaking the statue, and I came back,
Yeah.
and the statue
And-
was fine.
You won't even believe how fucked up it was because you couldn't even see it.
I could hear everything.
Yeah, like seeing is believing.
If I only had the gold piece for every time someone said that to me and then I punched them. Anyway, no, she's of Tony, Flint, and Lucky in her quarters with her. She was just asking, like, if you guys are even familiar with the port she's about to drop you off at, with kind of the bent of, I want to help you know where you're going. I've been here before. Is there anything you're specifically looking for? And then she turns to you, Flint, and she's like, I remember you said you got pretty far to go.
Aye. Quite a ways.
Right. Well, if you can keep the rest of your party informed on, because from what I gather, the one who walks sideways, he came from down south, but I don't know if he's been up north. The rest of you, since you said you're...
He said he's been down south.
No, it's from down south.
Wow, said he's from. Don't know if he's been up north.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
remember what the name of all these
Okay.
continents are.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put this in text or in chat so you guys can
Follow
have
along.
notes if you need them.
But I've got my notes.
Yes, so now you can write it down correctly.
Wow!
Bellador, got it.
That's just a hard G at the end.
Okay.
All those darn silent consonants. Brad, you back?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw your name go white, but it just stayed that way. So I was like, uh-oh.
Weird.
So all you missed is that at one point during the trip back, the captain, feeling a little bit more like herself with the lingering healing magics, called you, Tony, and Flint to her quarters. To the effect of, you guys were a great help. Do you really understand where you're going? Because I've been to these ports before. About to add, as someone said, wait, stop, I'm typing.
I didn't know you were going to start speaking in code all of a sudden. Jesus, man.
In the dealings I've had with the Grey Circle, people seem to come from a bit of everywhere, yeah?
Yeah, that's about right.
You might want to play that name a little closer to the chest. That kind of puts a lot of your cards out in front. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, before we get to port, I would suggest maybe you reach out to those in your party that don't necessarily know the lands that you're more familiar with stomping around in, and give them a lay of the land. So what? Maybe just a high level. So we're not firing in the dark here, but you might want to investigate around a bit in port. It's a very busy, very populated place. There's a lot of people from everywhere. Who knows? Someone might be able to get you further quicker than just giving you some camels. Oh, have you ever ridden on a camel? This is a weird place.
I have not.
So at the suggestion of the captain,
Yes.
Because some of these maps were going to be a lot better, but then I was gone all day. Flint draws you guys a really crappy map.
Wow! I'm doing the best I can.
Of the Northern Kingdom that he knows as Arconis. And I am sharing that now.
Sorry, I'm not a mapographer or whatever.
So Flint wasn't done drawing all the mountains and various geographic features and capitals and whatnot.
It's true.
But he gets this far, and you guys are like, that's good enough.
I think the proper term is mapologist.
He didn't finish his mapology degree.
And where's Flint from?
Grimspire.
Ah, shit. Can we get on another boat and just go around?
Yeah, I bet you guys wouldn't have breed so easily if you knew how fucking far up this shithole it was.
Okay, no, listen.
They said 2 weeks.
Listen, there's a little bit of land. Let's get to another port, and let's just sail all the way up.
Well, you know what? We're gonna figure it all out because we were just told there's a little bit of a way to expedite the process. Okay.
Ooh.
It's gonna take a little bit of sleuthing in the city. Blaskin.
Yes.
At a different point in time, a couple hours later, this is getting late into the night. Bartholomew comes up to you.
All right.
Blaskin, you awake or doing that thing where you just kind of stand there and don't respond?
Dang, there's so many funny things I could say here. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll stand up and be like, oh no, I guess I'm kind of awake. What's going on?
The captain, she took a shine to this crew, yeah? This random group that came on board.
Okay. I mean, they're all right, I guess.
Well, they're pretty good at killing the fishmen.
All right, that's fair.
Anyway, appreciate what you did to help as well. And you've been a good member of the crew. Even if you are a robot. Captain's asking you for a special favor. Most of these people haven't been in these northern lands, yeah? But you docked up here a couple of times. Can you,
She asking me to make sure they don't all get these organics don't go get themselves killed.
I hate when you told us that.
You call me okay. Listen, man, you call me a robot all the time.
Yeah, but robots don't care.
Well, blatant racism aside.
He reaches out and he puts a massive hand on your shoulder, which is the first time he's just, like, touched you.
Without following it up with more blatant racism.
I'm gonna look at it like it's weird. I'm gonna look at this hand and look back at him and be like,
He kind of
are
like
you sure you're not affected by the statue still?
kind of like lightly pats your shoulder and then takes his hand off and looks at it, puts it back in his pocket. You got the magic in you. I seen that well enough. I don't know where it comes from, and I don't know what the heck you are. But
Man, get in line. I don't know what I am either.
Captain would like if you could see this crew through their voyage. We can pay you when you disembark for all your good work.
Blaskin opens a notebook he has on him real quick, and it says something like, planning on getting off at next port anyway, and he's like, yeah, that sounds good.
Personal request. From the captain. Not me. The captain. Yeah.
Is this like something that he clearly also wants me to do?
You could roll an insight check.
All right. Because he sounded kind of broken up about it.
He's real torn up.
Insight is under skills. There it is. I rolled it and it went on 12, but it didn't go in the thing.
You rolled a 12?
12. Do I get my plus for that?
Yeah, whatever your bonus is for insight. He's... What looks like being broken up about it is he's just really awkward with this whole situation.
Oh, what a little bitch.
He barks everything at the crew the whole time, so like come over and be like, hey buddy, could you... Like, you get the feeling that Sarah's actually getting a huge laugh out of this whole process.
Well, that is good for healing.
Oh, her abs.
I do kind of like the idea that Blaskin has a notebook and says, it's like getting off the next port anyway, gonna bail. So when he asks him about that, Blaskin's like, yeah, sure, I'm real broken up about it, man. I mean, I guess I can if the captain really wants me to. Secretly on the inside, he's like, yes.
Yes.
So before you get the rest of it out, she's like, okay, good, turns around and leaves.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, bye, thanks.
Awesome.
What was the quartermaster's name again?
Borman.
Borman, okay.
It was
I wanted to do one more thing.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Okay, I wanted to do one more thing with fettuccine Alfredo before we leave.
I'm gonna make this is kind of a silly personal thing. I'm gonna make Bartholomew a cupcake, and I would like to actually roll my real cooking for that, because that sounds fun.
Sure, go for it. You
It's
don't
gonna
sleep through
give
the
him a
night.
little surprise. What do I actually roll for that? Is it just wisdom with profession? Not profession. Yeah, proficiency, not profession.
Wait, so you have do you have like a kit?
Yep. Actually, it's survival. That's right. Survival was my.
I love that survival is for cooking. Like, who survives in a bakery?
Well, you guys told me I could use survival
I mean, there's
for it.
flames.
Yeah, that's fine. No, it's more like the weird gaps in D&D.
It's the same way in Exalted. Don't worry about it.
It's like in everything. Nobody ever like really thinks about that sort of like
That actually
generic
has
set
an
of stats.
additional +3 because my survival is also my integrated tool, which gives me my double proficiency.
You made a cupcake +1.
Yeah, I made it. So that's actually a 21 on my cupcake, and I'm gonna give it to him. And I'm gonna tell him not to. I'm gonna tell him that this is a secret between me and him. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, you're trying to kill me.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh no! I have a -1 charisma. You can't do this to me.
Yeah, you can.
Come ask me for help.
Oh no!
It's a 2.
He looks. So he's still kind of recovering from the previous interaction.
I mean,
but
if I'm gonna be like, it's okay. Just take your little finger, take your pinky finger, and scrape off the smallest possible amount. You'll see what I'm saying.
He's gonna have to smell it first.
it literally he like just stares at you for the longest time, and rolled really crappy on his roll too. So, I swear to God, I'm gonna bury you. Then, like, gets the tiniest bit on his finger and smells it, puts it in his mouth.
I think you should be sniffing your fingers and putting them in your mouth like that.
And then you just see him kind of turn away, and you hear a little bit of a like sniffle. Right, I'll keep this safe for later.
Well, now I'm confused as to whether or not he loved it or hated it.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna miss you now that you're gone.
Well, now it's like I'm gonna look at him, and put my finger up to my mouth, and the shush thing, and be like, "Don't tell anybody, okay? This is a secret between you and me."
So many thoughts are going through his head right now.
He's so confused.
So many crewmen put in the infirmary, missing work. You've successfully confused the very stoic first mate of this boat. Congratulations.
Mission accomplished.
And
I'll look at him as I'm walking out, like for the last time, saying my goodbye to him and everything, and I'll say, one day, if we ever see each other again, maybe I'll tell you why I do it the way I do.
he just shakes his head. I mean, yeah. But the following morning, actually, it's not early morning because it was pretty late in the evening when you guys were exiting the shoals. But we'll say about midday, you're cresting the waves, heading north towards the southern coast of the Gold Strand there, and land starts to come into view. And you hear Rasputin call down, "Coming up on land, I guess. I'm gonna stay here." But as the coast comes closer, you start to take in the view of the port city of Nisthay itself. The first thing that hits you is that from a distance, like as you guys are up on the bow trying to catch this, it looks like someone's just set like a massive tent on the shore. And as you approach the port closer, you realize it's this pair of two massive sun sails stretching from the upper palisade cliffs of the city out onto these imposing carved columns that rise from the sea itself. They're maybe like 40 feet across and raised probably 100 feet out of the water. They're like white carved marble and sandstone, and then this like very pure light blue quartz crystal that's just like built into inlays and little like filigree lines, just masterful stonework. But then these sails are just like impossibly large. The upkeep has got to be crazy, but it casts a shadow over this semicircular bay. And since Flint doesn't sleep, or Blaskin doesn't sleep through the night, he started drawing you a map of the city that he's somewhat familiar with, which would be this one.
Oh, cool.
So it looks like he got into Photoshop and was about halfway done with some of his layers and then didn't have time to finish them when you guys got to port.
Oh my
I mean, they're
God,
better
I
than all the
love
maps I ever drew for my Exalted campaigns.
So you guys get a little bit of time to get some input from him on the way in. But the city is built in a couple layers. And some of the players are familiar with this, but for the new folks, the city is built out onto these 4 massive jetties that have been built out over the bay itself. Because naturally, this very high cliff-walled semicircular bay. They're like 300 feet up. So surrounding the 4 that stick out into the water is the kind of upper tier of the city. So on the lower tier, you've got the waste docks to the left. There's kind of a story behind that, but it's ramshackle. It's crowded as heck. It's like the poor corner of the city. Alleyways are closed in close. Buildings are built on top of each other. It's just wherever anybody could find space. The Merchant Quay is where all of the ships come and dock, and everyone's trading like constantly. It's stonework. It's spices. This for a long time has been like a big trade hub along the entire southern coast and had one of the best places to bring your ship for any number of things, legal or otherwise. The shipyard key, as you're starting to pull in through these 4 circles along the bottom, are the plinths that hold the ends of the sun sails, which kind of crisscross over and then meet up above the royal quarter there. The shipyards have these 2 huge channel locks that you can see run all the way up into the back and then down to the water, and it seems like on either side of them there's just massive ship construction yards where when the boats are completed, they're pulled out onto these 50 feet across, 100 feet long, essentially mine carts without the top that run down these tracks all the way to the water and then just kind of roll in, and the ship can be let loose that way. And that's going on there like crazy. And then the rock wharf is basically the processing center for everything that's quarried out of the quarries above in the Stonecutter's Claim. You can see in various places different channels have been built into the cliff face where they're pulling things out or getting access points. But it's just this combination. It's crazy mercantilism everywhere in this city. It's bustling. Sense of everything, from filth to wealth and otherwise. You also point out the temple stair is the one physical place where the lower city can progress, on foot, up to the upper side. Otherwise, there is a series of lifts that have been built in, steam-powered lifts that run kind of where the Merchant Quay hits the cliff wall, that run up to the upper city. And Blaskin, all you know about them is that you've never taken them because they cost crazy amounts of money to use.
I imagine I probably won't be taking them again anyway then.
But the temple stair is the religious section of the city. Everything along these winding pathways, it weaves backward and forth because there's just temples to every deity that anyone has ever brought into the city has found a space to build something, whether it's a massive temple to Cord or this tiny little Melora alcove. There's just all manner of structures fill this in both sides. It splits halfway up because there's another cliff front. And then the capital of the seat of power for the Sultan himself is in the royal quarter there, with the massive castle structure under its own series of tents and weird half-domed buildings. And then the rich of the city are the Opal Terrace. So that's, very large homes. They own a whole bunch of land around themselves, much more guard presence. And a lot of that you've caught secondhand, Blaskin, because you've been here a couple times, but you never really leave any of the lower keys there.
Right, that's what I would have figured. There's no reason for a grunt like me to be going anywhere past, anywhere up the temple stair or anything, really.
But as we pull into dock, you've been given that kind of high-level pitch. And so I want to retcon one thing. I found notes about something you guys were supposed to find, and then I forgot them when Lucky blindsided me. You found something different in the shipwreck. So it wasn't just gold. There was also a small rod which he always immediately identifies things, is an immovable rod. So
nice.
Sarah gave you the option, like, hey, we don't need artifacts. We're always trading stuff. Gold goes a lot farther in our way of life. You keep the artifact, we keep the platinum. Is that fine? Because it was only 50 platinum, so 500 gold.
Yeah, that rod's pretty damn awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
immovable rod, surprisingly useful in many situations.
So you fished that out of the wreckage. But as far as story beats, this feels like a great place to pause for now. And then when we pick up next week, y'all might be able to start investigating the city and moving forward from there. If that works with everybody.
Sounds
Sure.
good to me.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'll have to
There's a
talk
couple.
to
There's a couple
Emily and
things
I'll
that I
talk.
want to do, but I don't need to do them right now.
Some milestone.
I need to do some math, maybe.
Maybe.
Does that mean we're just gonna
Here, let me check something real quick, because some things happened and some things didn't. And you
Okay,
guys
so as of
are...
right now, who all knows that they'll be here next week?
me?
Unless something comes up, I'm always here, but I can't predict the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not intending to not be here.
Okay. So Emily and I will talk about it, but because I'm going to be in Houston next weekend, but I might be able to bring my laptop so we could play.
Well, I will...
I guess how major is this next session? And obviously, not that you know right off the bat. But
If you had
No,
to
it's-
guess,
yeah, exactly. If you had to guess,
it's the single most
You know,
important adventure in your
It's only
character's
funny
life.
because I'm thinking about a particular moment that really doesn't mean anything, but would make you laugh a lot. But no, I don't think it's a particularly... I could NPC Will through this one and not feel like I hurt you.
okay. Just to let
But you'd be NPCing me and
yeah, me
Will.
and Will. Yeah, you'd be doing Tony and Will.
I had no plans to hurt Tony.
Okay, that's fine. I gotta know is it gonna be extremely worth it? Like, is there something pretty funny that I'm probably gonna miss that you, if you were me, would be disappointed to miss?
Nah.
Are you sure? Is
I mean,
there?
That's your final
I-
answer.
I gave some people some hedge mazes and stuff and gardens. I know you were dying to burn a garden down last time you were here,
Yes. Well, last time I was here, I was a different person. Is that person still alive?
but you...
Is that
Oh, that's
does
a
that
good
person
question.
Still exist?
Oh, man.
Next time
I-
on Megan's Bump.
I have a really hard time seeing how he would have survived this long. Like there's some...
I gotta know. If I come next weekend, am I gonna see Seth?
No,
Okay.
no.
Am I gonna see his handiwork?
Seth? No.
Okay. I had to
You
know.
do what you want to do.
Okay.
We'll see how it rolls, but
Cool.
no, I don't imagine like, oh, Will left for the one time everything worked out for him. No. Well, awesome. Thank you guys for killing the fishmen and making it safely to the northern continent.
Thank you for running tonight, sir.
Thank you.
That was a lot of fun.
It was. That was a good
Everyone's
fight.
favorite spell, hold person.
You just reach out and hold everyone and blast him forever. Just keep it up.
Just hold him down. I'll just
Actually,
keep
that was
stabbing
something I
him.
was going to bring up. Is now that I look at it, I don't really have any decently leveled combat spells above level like 1, so I'm probably going to trade out Tidal Wave for